it messes it up. And there's no nice flashy animations that make everything smooth. But
no, and the big problem with OBS for me and my antiquated computer is that everything is running locally. So it's all happening at the same time. You want to go through Zoom to bring everybody together or some other sort of equivalent. It's all streaming on the same thing. It's all eating up your bandwidth. And so going someplace where you can do this like via the web makes it a whole lot easier for at least my computer. That makes it easier for me to do an intro like this one.
This program includes reviews and critiques of various products, movies, and works of art, and uses content for educational purposes. This program complies with YouTube's terms of service, including its fair use policy.
Are you enjoying what you see week after week? Consider giving us a like and subscribe. It's a small gesture, but it means a lot. Click the little button and give us a thumbs up. Follow our very talented panel. And for butter's sake, go to rosaliscomics.com and buy a friggin' comic already.
Let's talk about blockbuster movie news, indie films that you can use, wacky games and lightning round. Can you guess the secret sound? Wrestling starts before our eyes, comic book promo ties. Whammy makes us say goodbye. Who will show? Nobody knows. Time to shine, ready to go. It's Super Sunday. Sunday. Wrap up. That's what we're talking about. It's Super Sunday. Wrap up. That's what we're talking about. It's Super Sunday. Wrap up. Wrap up. That's what we're talking about.
I've got one that can see.
Oh, song's over.
Oh, yeah. It's over. It's over. And we'll probably have a brand new intro next week as we say goodbye to StreamYard, ladies and gentlemen. We will be on to something else. Oh, yeah. Glistening top muscles.
Yeah, top muscles. Those top muscles, hey. Gotta work them.
We talking about a...
Appreciate it. I don't think you're talking about me, but I appreciate it.
Glad you noticed.
Hey, I sent you a link there, Gray, if you wanted to join up. You don't have to turn on your camera and show off your glistening top muscles.
I would prefer that, to be honest.
Yeah. I would do that.
I mean, Gray, it's assumed that we're getting glistening.
Mm-hmm.
Glistening or nothing.
All glisten, all or nothing. That's right. So we had some stuff happening this weekend, all over the place. Let me see if I can share a screen with you guys. A little bit of a thinner wheel this week. We had a pay-per-view. We've got the return of we got the a lot of stuff is happening here. Look at that. We got a pay-per-view last night that we're going to talk about. There's some AEW news, even though it's not on the wheel. Their new contract has been renewed, and some fun stuff is happening there.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that movie that Liv Morgan was in? That was in the clip. She's like in a red outfit or something. Was that from a movie or a show?
That's from a show. That's from the WWE. So it was like a like Monday Night Raw or something like that.
It had really flashy quality to it.
Oh yeah, they got a brand new camera, which I think is like just a Canon something or other. It's not one of the big giant commercial things, and they're filming it at 24 frames per second. So gives it that film quality and a shallow depth of field, so it blurs out the background. Makes everything when they do their intros, when they introduce their wrestlers, makes it look more like the video game.
That's cool.
Which is interesting. They only use it for that, though. So
that's cool. Well, yeah, they should start having the people that film the close-ups and the body slams to not shake the fucking camera. Oh, apologies. Shake the effing camera when
4 minutes. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Almost made it to 5.
Almost made it to 5.
I said it with the PH.
Yeah.
Oh, then it doesn't count.
Morning, Gray.
Morning, sir.
Hey, sorry I'm late, you know.
No, no worries. No
Morning.
worries. No worries. I'll say it one more
If you're
time. No worries.
if you're in time for the F word, you're not too late.
Right. That is right. Gray, what's your favorite streaming platform?
Currently, I don't know. I guess YouTube.
No, I mean
everything's
with
there.
all the
What can I
with,
say?
with all the shows that you are a guest on, and some of them doing EV Mux, some of them doing StreamYard like we are right now, some of them doing something else, I guess. Which one do you think works out best for you as a guest?
Sadly, the one that's trying to hold us all hostage. Somehow StreamYard really does like video encoding really well, and it does not have much of a real like draw on the system, where EV Mux and there's like two other ones that I've tried. For some reason, they just seem to be so much more of like a CPU draw, and it's bandwidth to actually get the same thing that StreamYard is somehow doing. I'm assuming the time and the money are the difference, but yeah, there's a reason why they're all charging us so much more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have a relatively fast MacBook Pro, and when I run EV Mux, it feels like I'm running it on a Casio calculator. Like it just chews. It chews through my computer.
You joke about the Casio calculators.
It's a fast calculator.
That's what got us to the moon.
So there.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust my Apple Watch to get me to the moon.
Not
Anyway, some of the
today's
weather.
Apple Watch.
Yeah, the first model maybe.
Yeah, first model. There you go. But yeah, so we're gonna be we're not gonna have all this stuff when we move over next week. We won't be able to pardon Gray for dealing with the dog.
I need guys, got to feed the dogs. Don't mind me, guys, I'm no attention hog. Ask me.
We definitely won't be grossed out whenever Warren gets hungry.
Warren's hungry, got to eat some food. Some kind of delivery, that's what's the move.
That Rock eating the Rock is crazy.
Yeah, that's
such classics though.
Yeah, Will Smith like regurgitating spaghetti. That's kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah, that's and then his eyes go from brown to blue. I mean, and not just any blue; it's a piercing blue.
Warren's hungry, got to eat some food. Some kind of delivery, that's what's the move. Barbecue beef or red beans and rice. Grilled chicken breast would be damn nice.
I like that he has two different color eyes at the end there.
Yeah. He just
They call
really
that.
enjoying the Rock. That Rock.
You're right, Kiddo. What's going on down there?
It's so gross.
Kiddo,
It's so disturbing.
were you trying to go cross-eyed there for a second? What was that?
I
you
did.
doing? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Ah.
Wow.
You keep doing that, your face will
We get stuck that way.
stuck that way. I don't know why the word stuck couldn't come out of my mouth. It was
I was stuck.
stuck. I'll be here all week.
Oh yes, this is the last week when we can let Kitty go to answer the door.
Who is at the door? Who is at the door? Is it chicken or something more? Got to answer the door. Got to answer the door. Who rang the doorbell? I need to know more. Who is at the door? Who is at that door? Is it chicken or something?
Well, the point is, you might have to play that again later because it has.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have some food coming. You got to deliver.
Probably. So I know. I live with my husband. That's why I know there's going to be something.
No need to gloat.
And we're glad it's you that lives with your husband.
Yes, I think so too, guys. I really hot take. I think so too.
Yeah, it. Some people may find that inconvenient. I think it works out best for everybody.
Yeah, I take a 6-month break so you get used to it, and then you long for the person after a while.
Mm.
So yeah,
we do sing that song. We sing that song when just normal, just if I'm on a certain call or whatever. We were recording the other day for the No One Asked You podcast, and the doorbell rang, so I just started singing it, and Dorcas actually finished the song because I was like, "Is it chicken or is it?" Goes more. So it's a really great song. I love it.
I think the audience participates. Every time the chairman makes some sort of appearance, it's there. What can we say, Rosales? You have made some real classics, and
yeah,
I don't know, they deserve more play.
Yeah, you know what? Make a CD, Rosales. Now that's what I call Sunday.
Yes, that's what I call
everybody's little song and dance and everything else. Grey Poupé's music.
Let's talk about it.
They're quite catchy.
Way too catchy.
My best is Bob's. I love Bob's one. That's my favorite one.
Oh yeah,
Bob's is creepy in the best way. I love Bob's.
Oh, it's just so good.
What happened? Joker was going to join us for a second there, and I may have sent him on his merry way.
So good.
Joker's going to be here aptly for Joker segment.
Oh, Joaquin.
Yeah. Will Joker sing throughout the segment?
Yeah, not that Joker.
Oh, oh, so it's going to be Marvin. Wait, what's his name in the movie? I forgot what his name is. That's how great
Arthur Fleck.
Arthur. Marvin. Hawk to.
Oh man, it's another classic.
No, all the tunes.
So basically, with Restream, we are limited to 5 videos. Now the videos can be a lot longer, so they give you a lot more room for the videos. But these videos aren't that big, but you're only limited to 5. So I got the intro video, the exit video, the call to action, or the promo time, and that's it. That's really all the room I have, unless I do something special.
Unless you
like, there's no way to game the system.
I think probably the only way I could game the system would be to do an end around with OBS.
What is the cost of Restream?
It's $21 actually, so it's not bad.
Like what StreamYard used to be.
And you farted around with EVMux?
Yes, I was able to. I had done EVMux early on, and then stepped away from it. Well, you're welcome, Bob. Well, we hope you feel better, Bob. We know you're not feeling good. You're under the weather, and
of course we're gonna play Hawk Tua for you, man.
Yeah, I don't know what scratched your throat and made you sound all froggy, but I hope you feel better.
Congrats on the membership to my channel, Bob. I saw that happen yesterday. Right on.
I never get memberships.
You just got to be subscribed. This guy Jake.
Is that it? Because people said that there's a setting, and I keep looking for the setting, and it's not there.
Yeah.
If you subscribe to my channel, you get all kinds of stuff on stage that you don't get out here in the real world. Yeah.
That's
right.
right.
Has perks.
There's not just perks, but videos you can only see if you're a member of the channel.
That's right. The Madness Comic Book Network, or the Madness Comic Network, which brings you hundreds of hours a week of programming.
Hundreds.
Well, I mean, if you watch them over and over again.
Yeah. If you got it on replay, if you got that thing just rolling.
Yes. And we love to reach out and invite all of our dozens of fans to come out. And I wish I sounded froggy. I have no voice at the moment.
My voice is a little trashed. I was at Munchkin football and Munchkin cross country yesterday, so did a lot of yelling. Get that ball! Get that ball! And my grandson got the game ball yesterday. He had the most tackles in the game. Fumble recovery. Dude's a little beast. So,
That's awesome. They're actually playing for points.
Oh yeah, it's school ball. It's middle school. They're playing
Can
football.
you sync up in tune, please? I'm trying to coordinate the head bop.
Okay, wait.
Now I'm broken.
Oh, look. It does look like a competitive games. Icons versus faces. Look at that. Joker, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hi.
Congrats on your weekend, sir.
Wow. It takes a low-rated
Yes.
film based on you to bring you out of hiding.
Yes, loosely, very, very, very loosely based on me. We won't talk about it. It was
Did you bring
atrocious.
Lady
We
Gaga?
will talk about it. It's on
on the wheel.
Oh, no. You're going to get my full uncensored opinions. Great.
Awesome. That's that. You know what? I wouldn't ask for anything less.
I just want to know if Joker can sing.
I can. Unlike what I witnessed this weekend. Yes, singing is more my forte.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Awesome. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have a theme for Joker yet.
How dare you?
That's life.
Well, you can find one in that movie to use.
Yeah, you can.
Don't you dare.
All of that stuff is copyrighted and is used with permission and probably won't be sold on DVD in a few years because of all of the licensings for all of the music. Sadly, that's what happened to a lot of the TV shows, the cartoon shows in the 90s, is that they used licensed music. Early 90s, that is. So pop tunes and things like that. And then when it comes to now, when somebody says, hey, I want a collector's DVD of all of the Mighty Max cartoons, they can't do it because they have to pay for all of the licensing all over again.
That's why when they release it to home media, scoop it up, physically capture that, because
physical media,
that licensing can suck.
Physically capture it all, guys, because if the internet goes down, what do you got?
Well, you don't have this anymore.
Books.
Like real life Pokemon.
Gotta have,
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
have real life.
Glad to see that one hasn't gone away.
No, it can never. He has to keep it.
I don't know if I can. This is the original from the Italian.
Doesn't it get copy struck? It got struck on mine.
Well, this one might get struck, but what the hell? Carl started with an F-bomb, so...
Don't blame it on me.
So, yeah, it'll get struck or it won't get struck. So, ladies and gentlemen, if it seems like we're out of sync, it's because I had to remove, if you're watching on replay, a certain part of the show.
And another thing.
Which featured this song right here.
You just mute it. Apparently, it can keep your speech, and then it takes out the song.
No, I'm cutting the whole section. I'm cutting it all out.
If you enlarge me, you will see that Crom has a message for the censors, no matter where they're at.
Please embiggen Pops. Thank you.
Embiggen.
Crom has a message.
That's right. Pops, you embiggen us all.
Rosales, you said you wanted to cut this section. At least you understand when to cut, which is more than I can say for the filmmakers of Joker 2.
I just murdered your joke. It's going to come out in segments.
So then he says, I hope you're going to swallow all that.
Right.
Anyway, Bob's got a sore throat and he won't be joining us.
He won't be swallowing anything either.
Yes, Bob is not feeling too well. It's kind of my bad, but you know how it goes over here.
Oh, yeah. A little COVID between friends. There's no problem.
Right.
Are you sure that's what they were passing? Are you sure?
Well, I won't go into detail. Can't for legal reasons, but Bob can do that next week.
Okay.
Did you get the medical prescription?
Make sure we make a segment for that. Bob's excuses. Remember that.
Well, Bob has got a section that we do. We were going to do every week, which is Bob Knows Sports, so he could go through the highlights. And the idea was to start the show with that as everybody filtered in. But Bob's not here, so we've killed him. So,
Bob, I just want to rub it in that I'm finally here for once, and you're not.
It's like you're the same person. One's Clark Kent, the other one's Superman.
It's true.
So let's spin the wheel and see what's up.
One more time. Sorry, Gray, stealing your thunder. Oh, wow. Hitting hard.
Pay-per-view. That's right. WWE had a pay-per-view this weekend, and it was called Bad Blood. And it had about 5 grueling matches.
Most of them is grueling.
Most of them were about 35 minutes long.
But better yet, did it have the Taylor Swift song?
Not that I was aware of.
Still early. I do want to say outside interference. Yes, we called it a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, that was the theme of the night. If you had a theme, it was not bad, it was not blood, it was outside interference.
Now, except for the first one, we did expect bad and blood in Hell in the Cell, and we got it. We did it.
And I predicted that Drew would come out on top, and yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah, it's Chicago. They got to play the CM Punk in Chicago.
There was CM Punk, and they stared it off, and then they started using tools and parts of tables, and everyone decided, you know what, hey,
it's bad blood.
Yeah, well, hopefully it was not bad blood, and you wouldn't want anybody to be spreading hepatitis. But
don't you feel sorry for the people that had to get in the ring after that?
No, they actually changed the tarp.
No, they actually changed the ring. It was so bad.
They've got several ring tarps that they go
They don't
through.
have like a hose.
Oh, no, they just stripped one layer off and they got the next layer to wrestle.
Besides, you're taking all the fun away from me, Gonzalez. No spreading hepatitis out there.
You know what? I want to see it the way Kitty said it right there. Let's bring out the hose.
Just come on. Next.
Then everybody's in the front row thinking it's a Gallagher show.
Yeah, that's the best part about
During
Gallagher.
the match, bring out the hose. Hose them off as they bleed. That'd be kind of cool.
Color.
Yeah, so there was some color. There was some table spots, and there was some steel step spots where they were dropped down, and there were some beads.
Oh,
not an average Mardi Gras at Gotham.
Yes.
You know what? If it was Lego, then maybe I'd be like,
ow.
Michael
No,
Machine?
That's too far.
The Home Alone match?
Imagine how many friendship bracelets could have been made.
Oh, is that why it's beads? Because of the
Yes.
Okay.
There was a callback to 6 months ago. And eventually CM Punk won.
doesn't
but
look like anyone won.
he fell down twice on the way back, and not in the way that you normally fall down if you're a wrestler. Yeah, he was really exhausted. And at one point he said, "Call my wife."
Yeah.
In front of in front of all the EMTs. But he won in a 30-minute match. Next up was the minstrel show, apparently. Look at that. That is a horrible picture. The Women's Championship, Nia Jax. And I predicted Nia Jax would win, with Tiffany Stratton would cash in the briefcase and win the title.
Almost.
Got close on that one. Bailey came out and they had their match, and Nia Jax said, "Look, I can do submission holds." And Bailey tried to she tried to do a Hurricane Rana, okay, but she fell down faster than Bailey could react, and so she dropped on the floor, and then Bailey basically did a cartwheel.
I'm gonna flip over and act like that actually worked.
And the announcers were like really trying to make excuses of how she twisted her hips and got the leverage and used momentum and everything else.
Yeah.
But
there was some torque.
Yes, there was some torque. That's what she said. The Tiffany Stratton, she showed up and she interfered a little bit, but Nia Jax thought she was trying to cash in, and that caused a rift between them. But Nia did win.
And she did interfere and help Nia win.
Yes, that's the first of one of many run-ins and interferences. So then we had the Judgment Day teammates, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, going one-on-one. and I predicted that Priest would continue his winning streak against the former stablemates, and they brought out the Gimp. And,
oh, God.
And they did. Both of them guys, Carlito and JD, interfered just like I said they would.
Yeah, there was not a whole lot happened in the match, so I didn't take any screen caps of that.
The Gimp's in fantastic shape, I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's not completely topless, but he is oiled up there. So there you go.
Glad they woke him up.
So then Triple H came out and announced a new championship belt. It's going to be champion versus champion in Saudi Arabia, the crown jewel of the Middle East. Sorry, Kitty.
Sorry.
Reason why they brought it out in a trash bag?
I think that's a velvet.
That was velvet.
What it is. Yeah. And it looks a lot like they copied AEW's belts, which nobody ever calls them out for as copying AEW stuff there.
It's very Aztecian.
Great. Look at that. We have a dissenting opinion.
Not just one. I agree with you.
Now that's the funniest thing I've seen all week.
Look at that, Bri. You made Joker happy with your opinion. That's awesome. Anyway, the interwebs blew up about that. What does it say here? A belt for a pay-per-view that happens once a year for people that already have titles. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Crown Jewel the worst pay-per-view because they try to make things seem big, but nothing really matters on that show?
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be any better than the one we just watched.
They paid a
It's kind of
ridiculous
the same.
amount of money for people to go there.
Absolutely.
We knew no titles were switching hands yesterday. We knew that.
Did we? Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Goldberg, he got a push, even though he's not contracted.
And he's wrestling at Saudi Fest.
No.
Oh.
Well, he might be now.
But
this old man.
Liv Morgan is the champion right now, and so is Nia Jax. So the Saudi Arabia match would have Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax in a match to see which one's the better champion.
And neither title will be lost. Nothing happens.
And they have that big Arabian Nights belt instead.
Yes. They get that nice big gold one. So,
Cool.
I predicted that Ripley would regain her title with a decisive victory.
Was it decisive?
No, I was wrong.
That's
I was
decisive.
This one, nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw what was happening with this one. That was
the hell.
Well, the intros, you worried about them being long. This one started in the street.
Yeah.
Okay. So they drive in, and then she straddles him on the way out. And
Isn't that Eddie's car?
no, it couldn't possibly be Eddie's car. I know but it is the lowrider car that they're selling toy models of. So
This actually looks like screenshots from Joker 2.
I did initially. I was like, "What is this?"
And then Rhea came out with a smile. I don't know what the B4B is on her face, but
Bros for bitches.
That makes sense.
Blow for blow.
Oh,
yes, there we go.
who knows? Yeah, they hung Dominic from the cage.
Dominic's
the sheriff
hung?
cage.
He hung himself in the cage too. That was
The only
hilarious.
reason these women would be fighting for him, I think.
He hung himself from the cage too. It was pretty funny.
he's
Many
well
times. So, he sat up there, and then Liv looked at her competition, took her down a few times, did some fancy stuff, and then eventually
That's a great shot.
Dom hung himself by his feet from the
No
cage,
Spider-Man stuff here, guys.
and she wound up treating him like a piñata.
She got the cage. That's good.
Used that, and
That was a very good post, Grisales. There should be candy flying out of his head right now.
I said the exact same.
No, I was quoting you. Yeah, I saw your post.
Yeah, I said the exact same, which is why I did this.
Happy birthday to me.
Oh,
That's awesome.
got me by surprise there. That was good.
Transformative, y'all. That was transformative.
Indeed.
His timing is
It
great.
improved
I don't take a little hit and he'll play something that just makes me crack up and then I cough.
Do you have that in
Yeah.
short form, Rosales? You could put that as a YouTube short.
Oh, yes. Please send that.
I
Send
think
that to me. I will link it back to this show. Send that to me.
oh, you bet. We will do that. So
I do like shorts. I do like putting the shorts up to promote people's shows. So if you ever want to clip something and have me use it for promotion, just shoot it to me, bro.
yeah. You know, my wife actually loves shorts. She really does, especially when they go out wrestling in bars. She follows the Dwarfinators.
She likes the midgets, huh?
Yes, yes.
Yes, we love the dwarves. They're fun.
I do too. They're awesome.
Right. I remember when dwarf tossing was a thing, and y'all don't
No.
remember dwarf tossing?
Do you
No.
remember?
I don't remember it. I don't remember it
Okay.
being a thing.
There was
I wasn't
it was
exposed
called
to it.
dwarf tossing. That's a thing. It's a
It was
thing.
a bar thing, I think.
And it was kind of like a discus or javelin. You had to go for distance, and this happened in bars. And there was
Yeah,
padding
bars.
along the way, and they would wear a harness, and you would basically toss a dwarf as far as you could to
Mhm.
win for the night. And
Sounds amazing.
You paid to participate, and as the later the night went, the more drunk the competition was.
Yeah, yeah.
And
More
basically,
drunk the dwarves were. Yeah.
it was a fun night had by all until some women, some white women, decided they were going to be offended by it and saying that it was
We provide a service, and now
very,
people
very-
got out of jobs.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Dwarves complained about that, so we have a hard enough time making
Yeah.
money as it is, and
Now
they
you
were
can only toss one dwarf.
in business all across the country, in bars everywhere. It actually put Dave and Buster's on the map.
Now there's only one. Now there's only one dwarf you can toss. Just one.
Yes, and he's very uppity.
I toss doors all the time out here, and we don't use harnesses here, so they should be really offended.
Sticking to the wrestling theme of this, do you remember, Dan? Do you remember way back in the day when the AWA used to have a lot of little people wrestlers, and they'd actually do battle royals?
Oh
with
yeah,
like 20 of the little dudes tossing each other around. It was hilarious.
I believe they were called middle rope battle royals.
It was funny. That's all I know. They were hilarious.
It's
You
far
gotta
enough
respect
off.
the name, Charles. You're
They should call it Middle Earth.
Dwarves.
Because they can't make it over the top rope. That's why.
Yeah. Well, they're sure not going to throw each other over the top. That's,
That's terrible.
But
Totally not funny.
But it was fun.
Kind of shorts.
Yeah. They were short matches.
I was a kid. I was about the same height as them. It was hilarious, dude.
Kevin Hart could qualify.
Yes.
You know, I found out when I hung out with some indie wrestlers that I'm about 5 inches too tall to be a midget wrestler. And if I was 5 inches shorter, I could have been one of the quote unquote giant midget wrestlers.
Nice.
You're just taking the piss at that moment.
Middle-sized people. That's
Somebody could have done like an Andy Kaufman bit and just be like a 5'7" guy, just wrecking the little person division.
Yeah, there was a match like that this past Tuesday when my wife went and bought me another mask. Yes, she goes whenever they're in town. She does. She gets together with the ladies and they go to the bar and they watch these midget wrestlers take pictures. Send them back throughout the night. I get updates, and there was this guy was like being a Trump supporter, the tall guy, and they were apparently in the wrong part of town. Because instead of getting boos, he was getting cheers.
Oh,
well, that's fine though. That's
Well, they
as long as
that's
it's
how they
selling
planned.
tickets.
That's not how they planned it. They planned on taking down the bad guy.
Yeah,
and the bad guy was getting cheers, and there he was beating up 2 midgets,
Yeah.
So it was not the vibe they were going
Who wouldn't cheer at that?
You just kind of roll with it, though. As the producer, it's like, hey, flip the script. It's that simple. Now he's winning, right? It's that simple.
Who is this person that's
Yeah,
standing
who's
up?
the
with
wrestler?
two
I want to know who
ladies?
the wrestler is.
That is Raquel Rodriguez coming back after injury for 6 months. She interfered in the match, and it seemed like she blew a spot because she drug Liv over on top of a limp, whatever her name is, I forget.
Rhea?
Yes.
Other person.
Yes.
Pinata.
But they rang the bell for disqualification instead of having the referee come in and count 1, 2, 3. And they all looked a little bit confused in the ring, like, what just happened that we did wrong?
Yeah, disqualification. Wait a minute.
As soon as she interfered, then the ref sees it. The bell's supposed to ring. It's supposed to be over then. You know? I mean,
this shit's rigged.
Yes.
No.
And then, so she won.
Coming.
I did not finish this. I should have finished it. Yes. It's coming.
Oh,
My update.
I thought that was a note to what you were doing during this match.
I called this one. This one.
Then we had the big finale. The finale. 2 tag teams. Will they work together? Won't they work together? Will anybody turn on each other? Will they be able to finish the match in a timely
Will there be
fashion?
outside interference?
I predicted that the Bloodline would lose and build to a solo match between Roman and the Samoan Werewolf. Did not happen. But we did get a brass band, a college band to come out.
Nice.
And do an intro for Cody Rhodes.
Oh, fuck.
And then Roman Reigns came out to, I think it was a rock band or something like that. Who knows?
Over the chair.
Yeah. And nothing really interesting happened in this match, so I didn't clip any of it.
Nice.
But Roman Reigns and Cody won. And then afterwards.
Now, hold up. I called that Jimmy Uso thing. I called that. I said, we're going to end up with 2 bloodlines. And that's what's going to happen. If Jay goes back and hangs with them, you got Bloodline A and Bloodline B.
I think there's going to be a Bloodline C because at the end of this match, The Rock showed up as well, not joining either faction.
Yeah.
Just came out, did some sort of hand count, and left.
Those were gang signs, man.
So, yeah, Cody and Reigns won with the returning Jimmy Uso.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Rosales. Doesn't Cody look more and more like a Fortnite character as he goes on?
Absolutely. Yeah. I expect him to be a skin later on as WWE branches out the licensing.
Kita, can you read that tweet by Ray there? On the
I'll do it. On my show, it's the norm.
Oh, I only read the first part of that. Look at that.
It's already on the screen, buddy.
I did not see that coming.
Oh,
whoops.
Holy cow, the final boss returned. That stupid ass belt.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Warren, did we forget to welcome you?
Oh, it's typical. It's all right. I'm a shadow. That's what happens.
How dare you?
Warren's hungry, got to eat some food. Some kind of delivery, that's what's the move. Barbecue beef or red beans and rice. Grilled chicken breast would be damn nice. Double-decker sandwich and a glass of tea. But don't be jealous, guys, it's all for me. Warren's hungry, got to eat some food. Some kind of delivery, that's what's the move. Barbecue, we got to eat some food.
That stuff's haunted.
Yeah, that last scene was Spaghetti eating Will Smith.
Why does Will Smith have meth mouth in all of those versions of him chewing?
AR sees him.
Maybe that's the way they wrote it. Will Smith with meth mouth eats spaghetti.
I mean, it's not far from the real Will Smith.
I think it's a different noodle. Anyway, the Bloodline.
Wendy's Pineapple Under the Sea. What?
Oh yeah, that's next. Previous next. Those are the next. Yeah. So The Rock came back and stole everybody's thunder, which is why Drew McIntyre and CM Punk did not headline. And so,
Fudge.
Do they really think that belts is stupid? I mean, it looks like a wrestling belt.
You're just a chick.
It's got a bowl on it.
What do I know?
It's
got
not a real belt.
The girl's talking about the jewelry.
I mean, it looks nice.
It's lovely.
I love your belt. Where did you get it?
What was that you said about the belt?
Slay.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I ruined it.
Gonna miss that. Gonna miss that.
Thank you. Good night.
I'm sure, you know what, you're just going to have to do it live. Do it a cappella.
Yeah, not with the kids listening. So
I just have a question, Rosales. Bad Blood, wouldn't it have been a far more appropriate title to use Bad Blood during that match a few months ago that we reported on the tampon incident?
Oh, yeah, that was horrible.
Missed opportunity, just saying.
What did I miss?
See that?
Oh,
Did you see that? You have to play that for Kidda.
She was.
I didn't see it either.
You missed a lot.
So wait, hold on. All I want to know is, did they do that as like a gimmick because everything is scripted, or was it an unscripted?
That's
something like that?
decide.
This was a parking lot match between two women, and they were out in the parking lots, and it looked like this was filmed on cell phone. So I don't even know if they were doing it for a camera. So this was a gimmick done by independent
reaction
wrestlers.
to give Kidda the full screen and first recording.
No.
Yes.
Don't give me the full screen, because then
Holy shit. Holy
I'm
shit.
obligated. What if I just go?
Let me see if I can find it, because I know Bob
It's
was
not on the
going-
wheel. We can't do it.
Oh, come on.
Put it on the wheel.
Yeah, while he's looking,
No.
while he's looking, can we have a London football update? The stupidest thing I ever heard. They play football in London, like
Called soccer there.
American football.
No,
right
it's called
now.
football there. It's called
Right
We
now.
defended
American
all of the
football.
Londonians.
Right now,
So they're-
American football in London, and the Vikings are whooping the Jets' ass. Take that, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, we would, but Bob's not here, and Bob knows about sports.
Bob would be happy about that because he's a Bills fan, which is the Jets.
Yes.
Our rival, right?
Yeah, I'm a Vikings
Yes.
fan.
Bob
That's
goes
the
to
only
all
reason I
these
know.
sports pubs and drinks like a fool and screams at screens all day. It's interesting.
And then he loses his voice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why.
Is that what happened yesterday? He was screaming about that Michigan game? What?
Oh, he was screaming. Can't say why.
Ooh, I want to know why.
No, you don't. No.
I'll tell you in the back room later.
That's
Demonstrates.
not funny. Which one is it? Supervillain death match.
Yeah, it's just not meant to be.
That's frustrating because
Look, well,
No,
we could
not
get
the
Uh-huh.
onto another topic while he looks.
yeah. Well, I can look for it too. Wait a minute. I'm
Oh,
pretty
trust
sure
me,
I'll-
Kitty. We will find it on Twitter.
Yeah,
we will
I will
we will send it to you, and you will never unsee it.
You're going to end up
Charles doesn't have to
finding.
look.
I'm
He's
actually so
got
more
it saved.
curious. I'm really curious.
Hello, Lucifer.
Hi, Lucifer. No, you can't ruin this song with what I watch now.
It's nice to see everybody. So
No, worry. What are you doing? Why are you
Yes.
so
Yeah, he hasn't been around for a while because what did Charles
Same.
find it?
I found it. That's
when
on
you ask
YouTube,
what
though.
am I doing?
Had it in your bookmarks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Kitty. Follow the link in the private chat.
Yeah. The
Time to
title
get a
gives it
live
away.
reaction.
Hold on. I'm
I'll
actually
sing
gonna-
Bad Blood while you react.
Hold on. Putting it to
We
green.
need sports music.
No, that's got to be planned. That's planned. That's a gimmick.
No.
Yes, yes.
No, she really is. No.
That looks like a tea bag.
Now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve them.
Okay, Okay.
Your fa-
Even if it isn't from inside, it's from there.
Yes, exactly. We tried deciphering that last
That
time.
Vermunda smell.
That's not a win, guys.
Win? Question mark?
That's not a,
No, nobody here was cheering it. Nobody here was like clapping for it. Remember that.
It's a memorable
the way
match.
that
Isn't that a
she
win?
acts, the way that she acts, it's like she is like.
Your faces are just priceless.
It looked way more like a tea bag than anything.
Listen, we're still talking about it a month out. It worked.
Thank you for that. I'm actually
Yes.
very proud of myself for not actually gagging. So,
You had some.
but it wasn't a real. It was just a little bit of a.
But I liked how you tried to get a better look by doing this. Like you could
I
see
did,
around the corner.
I was going like, and I was also trying to see. Then I was like, Chincy, you should probably change the quality of the video, but it was too late. So, like, I don't want to see it again. Maybe I'll watch it again with high quality. Let me just check.
We change this to 4K.
I like
it
CS
was at
Matthews
360.
comment.
I was watching it at 360. Just hold on. But it's filmed. It's filmed.
I've got a cup of hot water. Can I have that?
It makes a big show of it, like of pulling it out and whatever. Also, don't pull them out that way. No.
That's how you make English tea, Kitty. So I'm told.
And that's late. Okay.
She's watching it again and again and again.
Yeah. No, it's
This is now the Zapruder film.
what? I don't know what you're talking about.
The JFK assassination.
Oh.
Back and to the left.
You know, I got a
So-
theory about that. I do. I got a theory about that. See if do I got something that's. Nope, that's not the right kind.
That's
Wrong-
not the right.
Christmas? What?
Wrong tone. Wrong tone for the Zapruder film. I believe that
Just put you in
that
solo.
Oswald got off a couple of shots. Okay, nailed the governor of Texas. All right, and that started everything in motion. And the Secret Service in all of the cars started gathering their weapons. And the one car behind him started to zoom up to get closer. And one of the guys in that follow-up car had pulled out his rifle, lost his footing, and fired a shot from behind, nailing him in the back of the head, and his face flew forward. So it was an accidental shot by a Secret Service agent that killed JFK.
Otherwise, it would have been an attempted.
Yes.
Considering what happened earlier this year, it seems par for Secret Service.
Somehow this all led to that very special wrestling match.
Yes. Yes. You know.
I thought you were blaming Oswald Cobblepot there for a moment. I was going to have to call somebody. I was like,
I'm
oh
tagging
no!
all of you in my, whatever. If I have a dream about this and everything, I'm gonna have describe it in vivid detail. And
Nice.
Tag you in all of it, all the video.
Nice.
But if I,
You serious?
yes.
Gonna miss those. Gonna miss those. So yeah. Also, just to wrap up the wrestling segment of this program, AEW has signed a new contract with WBD, and it's a little bit different than the Paramount deal with
Paramount?
yeah, with WWF, WWE, WWA, AWA. It doesn't matter. AEW will be simulcasting on TBS and Max the TV shows. So your Collision and your Dynamites will be showing where they normally show, but they will also be simulcast on Cinemax. So you don't have to buy the cable; you only have to buy the Cinemax. And if you have the Cinemax, I mean not the Cinemax, but Max, you will get the pay-per-view at a discounted price as opposed to free, like on Peacock. So you don't have to pay the $50 for your pay-per-views. You can watch it at a discounted price. It might be $45.
I have other questions. Now I've noticed that NXT is on CW.
Yes.
Where is SmackDown and Raw? Or do we just not get it for 2 months while they're waiting for their Netflix deal to kick in?
I think it's showing somewhere else. I think they probably moved it to one of the other channels like the USA Network.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where did it go? I can't find it. At least I can't find it free. I can't find it free. And it's like, I'm not paying for the regular shows.
Yeah.
You know.
So come January, if you are lucky enough like Kitty to have a different IP address than regular Americans, or if you have a VPN.
I'm a regular American. Yeah.
You know, the Netflix will carry all of that stuff, including the pay-per-views. So
now the pay-per-view was on Peacock last night, but I don't know if they're still going to have their deal after the end of the year.
They will have their deal for the pay-per-views in the United States only. Everywhere else, it'll be on Netflix. So if you're outside the United States, you got the one-stop shop as well. So,
Joker, do you need this back?
Yes. I can always use a few zingers. Why not? I appreciate that. Bob, how dare you, by the way? How dare you, Bob? I'll let Rosales pull that one up.
Been there, gentlemen.
One more.
With the tea bag?
How dare you, Bob? You know what, Bob? I wish it was your fingers that was broken this morning, not just the voice.
Where in your dream world would this take place? Parking lot, I'm assuming. If it happens in my dreamland, I won't live long. And a regular American. The kind of American who has never been to Africa.
To America.
Oh.
Thai America, actually. That's how an American would say it, is Thai. I decided.
You've decided. Okay. Awesome. Oh, there it is. It's the wheel. Look at that. You know, I didn't put on here promo time. Forgot to put promo time on there.
Well, I hope we get a bonus promo time then.
Well, who knows what's going to happen around here?
You can just put it in the place of new DVDs.
Yes. Yes. By the way, Stunning Adventures issue 2 is out now at globalcomics.com. Get it while it's there. And it's not coming down, so it'll be there unless they go under. So there you are. PDFs are available for download if you want to go that far with it at globalcomics.com. But yeah. If I dreamed that, it would probably be the best dream I've ever had.
No.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
Oh my God. There's no teabag. You know what? Now girls can teabag. That's actually, that works.
Yeah, but it's a bloody teabag.
Yeah, but it's teabagging.
Oh, no, not this one. Oh, no.
We talked about this a few weeks back, and now we know for sure that it's happening. It's happening this week, as a matter of fact. Boom. First look at the Krabby Patty meal, including a real-life Krabby Patty, coming to Wendy's on October 8th. And there it is.
No.
Yes.
No.
You don't have to buy it, but there it is.
It's at some places already. I'll explain.
Ooh, my goodness. Look at that.
It's square, though.
Well, we know it's not a goddamn Krabby Patty. It's a Krabby Burger. So come on.
Okay, so as somebody who's already eaten it, essentially, it's a Dave's. It's a Dave's single, double, or triple. It just has secret sauce on it. The sauce is kind of like a more vinegary version of
straight out of Bikini Bottom.
Thousand Island.
It's straight out of Bikini Bottom, right? Right?
Okay.
No, unfortunately not.
It's not
I
a red
mean,
velvet sauce.
when it comes to commercial burgers, I think Wendy's has the best burgers.
Yeah,
No.
well, yes,
Come
their
on,
burgers
man.
are pretty
No.
good.
Oh, McDonald's meat cookies, though. Like, where else do you get to taste 1,000 cows at the same time?
What?
Oh my God, no.
No.
Out of the things that I tried, though, Rosales, the pineapple frosty was the best thing. The sandwich is just sauce, but the frosty was actually worth it. So go out and just get yourself a nice, cool, refreshing, yummy, sweet, delectable treat.
No.
There you go. So yeah, we talked about this a while back and how they're going to be, ooh, yeah. Is that going to happen?
Yeah,
I think.
It's a real possibility.
No.
Real possibility, yeah.
Not touching them. Not.
But how does it compare to In-N-Out? That's what I want to know.
Not close. No.
So if I added vinegar to my Thousand Island dressing, I could make one of these at home.
Basically, yes, that's what it tasted like. A more vinegary Thousand Island, or you know, the Big Mac sauce. A special. They always say secret sauce. We already know it's the same thing. It's not a secret anymore, people. It's the same damn sauce since 1953.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So
but look at it. It's like purple and pink leopard print.
Wrapping.
Come on.
So basically, what you're telling me is I could get a single for less, but it just has Thousand Island on it.
I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't remember what the price is. I'd have to find the receipt, but I don't know if they upcharged for the thing. But I mean, yes, if they're charging more for if you just get the sandwich and they're charging, I don't know, 90 cents more for the sandwich just for the sauce, it ain't worth it.
Oh,
It's just a
definitely
Dave
not.
single.
Ponderosa.
Like, so the meat itself is not even. The
No,
patty is supposed to be different. Okay?
Yes.
The patty's supposed to be different because
Right.
it's
It's square.
patty.
Exactly. And to answer your question there, no, ponderosas are not a thing anymore. Most of them, if all of them, have gone by the wayside, and that's a good thing.
I think there's been over 100 YouTubers who have come up with the same results, that the Krabby Patty is some sort of non-meat vegan patty. So
Yes.
if there was going to be some flame broiling burgers under the sea, they would be
Why
made
not?
with a plant-based patty. So,
Seaweed.
yeah.
You do have
Rosales,
pineapple
you're
on the
frozen. I don't know why.
He's just really good. He's doing his
And can you hear me though?
I
We
can
can
hear
hear you.
you. You're just
That's
frozen
how
on
we
the
know
You
you're
look
frozen.
very interested in this Krabby Patty.
No,
Nobody's
that's
gonna go with the easy one, Frozalis.
it's
Rosales. There we go. He's free again.
I kind
Oh,
of
he
love
was.
it. Yeah, sorry for the stroke. At least
we
try
have him
to-
laughing at Frozalis. No, it's frozen.
again. Look at that.
Someone screenshot him laughing at the Krabby Patty.
And it was me who did it. Look at that. I'd probably at least try a hummy patty, provided I knew it was ethically sourced. What's a hummy patty?
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably some
Let's see if the
unsightly joke he's making.
look at that. The frozen sticks. It just stays there like that. It's the camera that I'm using. I don't know why it freezes like that, but it does. So
It's okay. I have hilarious screenshots for Twitter later.
I've got one too. I was
Ready for a
late
Krabby.
now. I'm doing it now.
there. It's gone.
He's happy
It's
about that Krabby Patty. Look at him.
there.
Yes, exactly.
Is that what you're eating, Charles? A Krabby Patty?
Yes.
Human. Hummy. Humy.
I don't know. I don't believe Charles is eating the Krabby Patty. He would look far more angry than he does right now. Trust me, if it was like me, I was very disappointed in what I ate.
CF Pat,
why is it
CF
only
Pat
one
is
day?
ordering a Dahmer to go.
You mean one item or just the one condiment?
You said October 8th, or is it starting October 8th?
Starting October 8th.
Yeah, supposedly it's starting, although I'm finding it in areas over here. And I'm in undisclosed area.
Actually, I'm in Indiana, so if it's showing up in Indiana, it's probably showing up some other random places.
So it's a limited time. It's not just on the 8th.
Yes, I think so. Yeah. I do believe.
All right. Well, that's.
If they got started early, they probably got too much sauce. Speaking of Bob, hope he feels better.
He won't. I'm gonna break his fingers later.
I never left cannibalism. Cannibalism left me. Paffy into meat.
Man meat.
Paffy into man meat. That's gay.
I wish I could quit you should be the next comment.
I've only ever been to Burger.
Right.
I've only found a few people that I wanted to eat, and the ladies are all still alive. So,
oh my, we're learning a lot today.
My soundboard is missing. My soundboard. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happened with the wheel. Let me see if I can go back to this.
Kitty, the most important question is, will you be eating a Krabby Patty if it comes out in your neck of the woods?
No.
I mean, maybe if no,
Hey,
I don't, probably not.
Do you guys have a Wendy's in South Africa?
We do. No, we have it in Dubai. We have it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she's in the UAE. So yeah, they don't have.
There's no Wendy's in South Africa.
There's no.
That's
Wendy's.
what they're missing. Just the Wendy's.
But we did get Burger King like not too long ago.
Oh my God! You're just now getting Burger King.
You went from a quality burger to a mudwater burger. Good job. Good job.
UAEW. Ha 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 ha. That's where they should go. That is exactly what they should make a deal with. Instead of Saudi Arabia, they should make a deal with Dubai.
I'll go. I'll be your on the carpet reporter.
There you go. There you go. If they have a carpet.
And let me just say something, Warren. There's nothing wrong with the Whopper. The Whopper's a perfectly good sandwich. It's quality. It's classic. Rosales, next week, if I see an image of me holding the Whopper with the crown saying the real Burger King, I'm going to be very angry. I'm not endorsing Burger King. I'm just saying.
It sounds like a prompt. It really does.
It does.
Sounds like a request.
I immediately regretted everything I said as I said it.
I've gotten a commission, folks. You heard it here. So. And it should be animated, I think.
Yes.
Speaking of animated.
Or not.
Lack thereof.
There is going to be a live action Rugrats movie. I think they've been emboldened by the results from the Hulk movies. So, yeah.
Is Harrison Ford going to play Tommy Pickles?
I think so. I think he's going to play Grandpa, whoever that guy is. Yeah. The live-action Rugrats movie is in the works at Paramount Pictures with Jason Moore set to direct. Who knows anything about Jason Moore?
Nope. I know a little less. I don't know.
A little less? Less than I do? I know nothing.
Do you have that whole tweet, or is that just a screenshot?
That's just a screenshot.
Oh, damn. I was going to say down below, Red Letter Media posted. They've been posting on every announcement, which has been hilarious. And if you've seen their recent video, their post says, "What are next?" Which is the whole meme of there's just announcements for every silly little thing now, and them making fun of the fact of remakes and sequels and franchises.
Yeah, that's, I don't know if that's overdone or not, but...
Jason Moore is the director of Pitch Perfect.
Oh, okay.
And
Good for him.
It's going to be a musical baby film, Charles.
Musical baby.
And the critically lauded Shotgun Wedding from 2022.
Oh my God.
Somebody got lauded. That's awesome.
Well, here's my question, Rosales. Is it actually live action? Are they going to just have all live action people? Or are we talking, quote unquote, live action, where it's CGI babies, the original designs, and CGI against real people? Are we doing that again?
I think we're doing that again. A la Homer Simpson in the real world. When that happened, Homer Simpson in 3D, Treehouse of Horror.
So are the parents going to be actual humans? And the babies are going to be CGI, which is strange because they're all humans. So I'm confused how you do this.
Yes. I think there's some recessive genes going to be on display in this film. As much as Gen Z slang for a man who
Don't even.
Don't? Okay. All right. Hiya, Chad.
Hey, the better
curious.
Hello, Gray.
Well, the title is only honorary. I didn't get to finish it because she told me.
You can just read it on the side, don't put it on the screen.
I wanted to ask, why is this the so what, because I missed earlier, where are we moving off to after Rumble?
Oh, wait a minute. We're not on Rumble today.
Not Rumble, I mean StreamYard.
StreamYard. We're going to be going to Restream, which has some different bells and whistles. So we will adapt to that. I have adapted to
whistles.
This one's bells and whistles, which allows me to do things like this.
I smell Heaven's Bakery cooking up something good for you, sister.
Which we won't be doing too much of anymore because we don't have access to that many video files. They've limited the number of video files over there. So,
Speaking of whistles, a tool that Arthur Fleck could have used in the prison scene, shower scene. Anyway.
Yeah, I heard he made friends.
Spoilers.
Yes.
Some backdoor connections, I think, is what happened. I don't know.
I was going to say it, but thank you for allowing it.
Oh, we lost Kitty on that one.
I'm here. I'm just getting
the judgmental cat face showed first.
Feeling left out, no doubt. So, but yeah, Rugrats is going to be a thing, and we'll see more about that. In totally different news, DC Studios will be making the dynamic duo, a Jason Todd and other Robin, teaming together in this puppetry-styled movie.
It's going to be puppets?
It's going to be puppets.
Yes.
Finally.
Team America style. I mean, weren't the Robins always puppets for Batman anyway?
Oh, yeah. He always had his hand controlling them. He had his hand behind them, controlling them the whole time.
I just want to say I've cut most of their strings already. It's been easy gas.
So who's the people behind this? I forget to see here.
DC and WB Animation.
No, but there's the animation company that's doing it is they do some puppetry things, and I'm trying to remember who they were. But they had something impressive about them. They have this new technology where they use what do we?
Wrong way. There you go.
She's sharing. She's sharing.
Get some.
Wrong
way. Right, do it again properly.
Don't touch me there.
Oh my God! I just wanted to say that.
Okay. So yeah, I'm frozen again. Damn it! Let's change that. Buy my comic.
Warren for a split second. There he is.
Superhero Adventures is something I'm going to be doing. I might be changing the title of some stuff because DC and Marvel no longer hold the trademark on super or hero. A judge has
Yay.
ruled that they can't do it jointly, and has taken it away from them. So now that's public domain material, super and hero. So everybody can go out there and make their comic book say superhero adventures if they want to. So
It's not yours anymore, boys.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
By the way, I missed everyone for the first half hour of the show, but oh, that's what I wanted to say. I was in Boston last week with my niece. That's why I couldn't come on the show last week.
Ah,
yeah.
Nice.
We thought you were hungry.
I mean, I had I had donuts that were the size of bagels that were good there. So
Donuts are the size of bagels, or is that just in Texas?
That's just because you're in Texas. Yeah, our donuts are generally smaller.
Really?
yeah, like if it's the name of the donut place was 14th Street Donuts. These donuts are huge, man. Like it's like huge.
They've always been the same size for me, but I guess it must be because I'm in Texas.
Bigger is better.
Here we've got a thing called a Texas donut, which is like seriously the size of like a dinner plate. So I don't know, man. I think you guys got a reputation that precedes you.
Why, thank you.
And now I'm going to edit all of this dialogue to censor out the word donut and make everyone think we're talking about something else.
Considering I emphasize huge.
Yes, Warren, we know you have a huge donut. You don't have to brag.
Warren is always talking about his donut and how big it is and how much women enjoy his donuts.
Yes.
They love the glaze.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's how big mine is.
I like
Not just the women. They're popular.
They're popular. I have small hands. Is that right? No, I think I just have a big forearm.
That's the problem.
A Popeye thing is what it is. Yeah. Fisheye lens.
I had
No
Popeyes
bicep.
this week.
No bicep. All forearm.
All forearm. That's right. Yeah. It's because of the keto diet. That's what it is.
Duncan, yeah. Duncan, yeah. I can understand now what you guys mean because of the size of Dunkin' Donuts. But in South Africa, the ones that you get from like the supermarket, they're the same size as a bagel.
Huh.
Interesting. So you have both.
Happy. You gotta live, man. Go somewhere other than Dunkin'.
You Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
It just feels like it's not right, but they're good.
It's a little.
We got Dunkin' downstairs.
I haven't had that
Downstairs.
in like
I can
10
go and
years.
walk downstairs and get it.
Nice.
Do you
haven't,
get
though.
coffee
No,
from
wait.
vending machines too?
No, I haven't done that. I'm sure I could.
Do you have
talking to
free warm
Pat,
underwear?
who only has Dunkin' Donuts ever. That's terrible.
Ever.
That's like living off of Cheetos and thinking that's what a snack plate is.
Wait, Kitty, do you have the little powdered donuts, right? The little tiny gas station white powdered donuts. Any of
Come
those?
in a bag and last forever.
Yes, they last for like the
In South Africa, we had such things.
yes.
I don't know. I haven't been to gas stations yet.
You drive an electric vehicle.
Makes sense.
My husband does the driving.
They're like Wakanda. They have no gas stations.
It's a camel. They're riding camels.
Right.
I don't have to.
We
guess.
try to get all cute with those
Water
tiny
once
donuts. Instead of calling them donuts, we call them donuts. It's great.
My God.
Donuts.
I'll be
There's a
sure to
bag
tweet
called
pictures
donuts.
from
So
the store.
they can't call them munchkins, right? Isn't that why they did that? Because
Because
Yeah,
of
Dunkin'
because of the
does it
short
in-
people.
Oh yes, yes.
I think Dunkin' Donuts has a trademark on munchkins for the
I
little-
think so.
Yeah.
They did
That was
something
the way
about
of
that.
the dwarf tossing. So Dunkin' is in all the
There's
gas
a cat,
stations.
there's a cat breed
Why would I
called
buy a
Munchkin.
little bunch of donuts? Little bitch donuts. Look at that.
we have things called Casey's gas stations out here, and if you've never had Casey's donuts, ooh, you're missing out. They have a churro donut holes that are amazing.
Wow. Is it crispy on the outside?
Well, no, they're
Get out of here
actually
with that.
no, they're mushy, but they taste like a really soft, warm, melty churro.
God,
Oh, well, fair enough. As long as we're, plugging regional donut places, if you're ever north of the border,
Jamie?
Timmy H's is pretty great, man. They're little tin bits. They also have a trademark on the name, but man, so good.
Yes.
Where do
Puts
you
Dunk
get
in the
your
shade.
donuts? Let us know in the comments below.
Asking the important questions.
What is better, Great Timmy H or Dunkin' Donuts?
Oh, give me Timmy H's any day.
Okay.
Give me a double and some 10 bits. We're good.
Okay.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, they're only good when they're hot,
Yep, they got to be fresh, but they're fucking good.
just like women. Yeah. I think we chose to skip the DVDs in favor of promo time. Is
Promo time.
There, Greg?
Woohoo!
That was
Promo time?
Skipping the DVDs, just like all the rest of the world when going to digital. How dare you, Rosales?
Dynamo, the power's in your hand. Rosales Comics revives the hero of the land. Bold and brilliant through the pages soar. Dynamo returns the legend to explore.
As we say farewell to StreamYard, that allows me to have multiple videos that I can play. We don't stop with just one promo.
In Gothic tales, they say beware. And I'm so had scare. Is this please care? My Frankenstein, my heart, my flame, will count through storms, whisper our names.
Well, these claws ain't for just attracting mates. Bring it on, old man! Bring it on!
No, people. Let's be smart and bring it off.
So there's that. That's enough of that ballyhoo.
That's enough of that ballyhoo.
Now, you can share screens on Restream, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you just look, do your full screen on your video right out of your computer and share screen and play your spots. You won't have them in your studio where you can just click on them, but you can still play them. You just it's a little more work.
I reject your reality and I substitute my own.
And that one would be gone if you don't listen.
Lucifer has a new puppy.
Who has a new puppy?
Oh, Lucifer. Finally. And it's such a cute little puppy.
My neighbors earlier in the year, they got a brand new goat, so I know they're going to be having a really great Christmas dinner.
Oh, I'm out of here.
Hey, the chairman. It's such a cute puppy, Lucifer. The color of brown and like chocolatiness is just so cute.
Very delicious.
Chocolate lab, really?
We're jealous of your puppy.
Chocolate Doberman?
Kinda. It's a very unique looking color.
Fattening them up for Easter, huh?
See, Lucifer has hellhounds. The darker complexion. They're beautiful.
Yes, this one's a little bit lighter, but still beautiful.
Nice.
I got an old dog.
I just the way he said that, I'm picturing in the corner, he turns the camera, there's an old fat dog that's buried up with just Amazon packages so he can't move.
No, I should have brought up the taxidermy dog. That would have been hilarious.
Oh my God.
It's not.
Oh, that's so funny. Can you imagine those people, the ones that will taxidermy their dog so they can keep it around, also do the same thing with their grandparents, only they turn them into jewelry?
It's funny that you say that, Rosales. I was actually seriously thinking about doing that with my dog, but turning her into like a coffee table and giving her googly eyes. ice. So if you shake her,
Now look, if it's a watchdog, I could see doing it and putting it out in the yard.
Right.
Mm-hmm. As a deterrent.
The weather, though.
Just move him around every now and then.
I can see making a coffee table out of 4 puppies that are the exact same size. You know, with like
That could
a
work.
glass going over the top of them. You know, Charles, did I lose you on that one?
No, Charles is familiar with the concept of a coffee table, so I think he got it.
That's what Cruella DeVille would have wanted. Making multiple puppies on the table.
What happened to? Oh,
apparently we got Linus.
Okay.
Yeah. Kitty.
trying to
Are we
sleep on
done?
the same-
It's kind of safe to come
Are we
out.
done?
Kitty.
Are we done?
It's safe to come out, Kitty.
Are we done?
We're going to talk about kitten murder next.
I'm doing Sister Bob Cat in my backyard, so.
Let's stop it!
Or none of you are Haitian.
Haitian?
She's not. She's just hungry.
Are we done? Okay.
We are done. We are done talking about it. We are done talking about it. We're moving on to the video clips.
With that darn kitty, take the ride.
You guys got to remember that I'm a Disney princess.
The podcaster supreme.
You too?
The virtual stream.
Damn, Disney got to her as well.
I believe I'm a Disney villain. That's what it is. That's the only problem.
Yeah, you are.
Are you? But Rosales, are you a Disney villain in a dress? I'm sorry, it doesn't count today.
It's the only way I could have got the job.
Right.
Cruella de Mexican.
Oh my God, that's terrifying. She goes after chihuahuas instead of Dalmatians.
Ay, Chihuahua.
Yeah,
Same thing.
kind of. Yeah.
Feeders. Guess what? They still suck. Ta-da! Well, the audience, sorry, not the feeders.
There's no business like show business.
Right.
Right. Tied off this weekend. Charles. Have we killed enough time? Have the numbers come out? No.
There's no estimate. There's an estimate for Megalopolis, which is tanking hard.
What even is that?
I'm assuming it went up in percentage since last week. Ooh, because I believe last week they did, what was it, $4 million on a $120 million budget.
Yep. Do you want to know how much they made this weekend?
I'd love to know the estimate.
So you said 4 million last weekend, right?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Okay, so they're at 1.05 million for this weekend.
Ooh, so they dropped like 75%.
It currently says 77%.
Ooh,
which is fantastic for any movie made under $15,000.
It's okay, Gray. It's okay. It'll go up a little bit next week because then everybody will say, "Oh, well, Joker 2 was so much worse. Let's go wash our eyes out with something that could be entertaining, I guess."
I have a gift for you guys. It's in the private chat.
Gifts.
It's a gift.
It's a gift. Okay.
Oh no. I'm scared to click it. It's Facebook.
I'm not logging in to see that. Sorry.
Oh, dude. I will share the screen if you want. I just thought you'd want to look at it first.
Oh, hang on. Give me a second. It's just that I use separate browsers for separate apps. So.
Oh, it's a man reacting to a goth chick.
It's what she's saying that's hilarious. Kidda will love it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
watching it.
I'm listening.
Is she talking about a dishwasher?
We don't know. You have to watch to the end.
Oh, how long is this?
Gingerly.
talking about a cake that goes in the
Is that what you're talking about? Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay. Okay.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Kitty. You knew she.
It was her reaction I was going for. I don't care what the rest of you think.
Did she just say Pound Town?
Yes, she did.
Oh, yeah.
She said
You're not
it's
familiar
not
with the
on town.
I got a
famous
bit of
store?
an idea when she said, I don't know where you guys think you're shopping, and I was like, wait a second. Is it
I've been married 24 years. I haven't been to Pound Town in a century.
Oh, you're not a fan of the UK? No, it's great. It's like their dollar store up there.
Oh, Rosales, put an ad across. Won't you take him to Pound Town today? Go 1-800.
Take me to Pound Town, please.
Oh!
Speaking of Pound Town,
what?
Yes, Charles.
Estimates.
Oh,
yes.
Coming in first this weekend with an estimated $40 million is Joker Folie à Deux.
Wow.
That's bad because 2 weeks ago they were saying 65. As of Friday, they were saying 55. And as of right now, 40. And it made 20 on Friday. So word of mouth is destroying this movie.
But bad is relative this year. I mean, like when you have all the other ones that everyone was saying, and when you have other kind of big IPs that didn't do as well as was anticipated this year, I don't know. 40 on an opening isn't horrible.
Oh, no, if it were, I don't know, anything, if it were like Bad Boys,
well,
if a success.
If 40 million wasn't just a catering bill, I'm pretty sure it'd be fine.
Yes, since it's a $200 million film to a sequel to a successful first film, God knows why.
$1 million.
Yes, unfortunately, that would be a terrible failure. And you have to see, too, right around the corner is Terrifier 3. So who's going to be the clown on top? Well, I think we know.
I think we know which clown is the top.
Yes.
Oh, we're talking about Joker.
Yeah, we're segueing into that because it was the #1 film of the weekend.
I don't know if it was good that it was number one.
Oh, it was.
I think Hollywood's destroying itself.
Let's see. I know Charles sent me this comparable opening weekend slide.
See, so look, they on this based on old statistics, they estimated it at $64 million.
Yeah, I think word of mouth is definitely affecting this one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have not heard any reviewer giving it really any praise. All I'm hearing is just nothing but negative.
Well, no, great. There are people who love it. You want to know the people that are praising
Oh,
it?
I'm one of them.
Lady Gaga stands on Twitter.
Yeah, me and Gaga, we're in it all the way for this.
How dare you, Gray?
Yeah, it's saying that it's only made 20 million so far.
It's estimated 40 million for the weekend.
Yeah, I think 20 was just Friday, from what Charles was saying.
Oh,
so they're just updating the weekend numbers.
But they had people walk out in some showings and some not even show up for the ticket purchases. I haven't heard that many walkouts. I mean, it's had more walkouts than Terrifier 3. But for completely
I don't have to watch it. You can keep the money.
I mean,
Yeah,
first
but people
off,
walked
right?
out in Terrifier 3 so they wouldn't puke. There's a difference.
The problem here is that they announced it as a musical. That was the come on.
The cast was very cagey about it.
Yeah,
Gaga made sure to say that it is not a musical. So
But it is.
I don't know, man.
But it is.
A song with musical interludes.
Well, it's debatable if it is. What I saw was a film that didn't understand what a musical was, what a drama was, what Joker was, which the first film didn't either. So at least it's consistent in that muck.
I think you missed the point of it. Without going into spoilers, man, you're right. He's not Joker. He never was.
He never was, which I've been trying to tell people since the first film.
Which means that they basically snowed people in film 1, which is why nobody cares about film 2.
Yeah, and it's a film that we've basically seen before. But folie à deux. I've never seen anything like it. I think most of my criticisms of the initial were that it's not original, and I don't have that criticism for this one. It is uniquely original, painfully original. But
well, you know,
your mileage may vary.
the audience and critics agree.
How often does that happen?
Just because something's new doesn't mean it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you mean original?
Maybe it hasn't been done before because it shouldn't have been done ever.
Here's my assumption of it. I didn't like the first film at all, as we all know. However, if I was a fan of that character, Arthur Fleck, this film would piss me off more than likely due to the fact that they basically character assassinate that character anyway. The fact that they already assassinated me in the first film, but they in the second film they go out of their way to destroy Arthur Fleck on purpose as a giant middle finger to the audience anyway. So, I mean, if you're into that, sure, why not?
Yeah, and
I think that's one way to interpret it, but I see it differently, man. They stole your name, and that's it.
Yes.
Are you okay with the
used
character
it as a selling point?
What's that, Charles?
Are you okay with that?
Thank you. Are you okay with the shoehorned character in the courtroom scenes? Gray? Gray?
Sorry, dog's going off there. Were you talking about Mr. Puddles? I think he's the best part of the movie. Are you calling him a shoehorn? Sir, how dare you?
No, an attorney.
Yeah, I really dig the courtroom part. That's the part that I dug the most.
Did
and
it
then
have to be
halfway
that
through,
character, though?
just so good. Yeah, I am down with everything. It makes perfect sense to me. I can't wait for our spoiler stream tonight or tomorrow.
Here's my question, Gray.
now,
Why did it
because,
need to be
none of
that
us can watch
character?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, sorry, Rosales.
I was just going to say, go ahead and spoil it now because I'm not going to watch the show.
No, I was going to say, why did it need to be that character?
Right.
In fact, why did it need to be anything resembling Gotham and DC properties? That's the problem with the whole thing, right? Is you are taking the name Joker to get asses in seats. Let's be honest, that's what it is.
Yep.
And there's no reference to the actual character of Joker in there whatsoever. They've just taken and made essentially a subpar version of the other Scorsese films before it, and then the first film, and we're referencing Gotham. I mean, shoot, even in this film, Arkham Asylum is on an island like it's Blackgate, which is not even Arkham.
They even called it New York in the new one.
I mean, it's very clear they want to do their own thing. They don't care, but at the same time, why are you putting references to Two-Face and Bruce Wayne and all this other stuff? If you clearly don't care, you don't understand that the city is a character in itself in this universe. You don't care about the city. You don't care about the stuff. You just throw those in the backdrop for references.
That's for damn sure.
It's clear
very
that somebody
strange.
showed up in a pitch meeting saying, yeah, all of those ideas are great, but my cousin wrote a script called Bozo the Clown that I think we can adapt into something that really works for everyone.
But like Harvey Dent, like shoehorning him in that movie, and then of course, you know what happens to that character, and of course, like they had to have that happen, and really,
yeah, right. For me, it totally all works. I do see the actual city as a character in both of these movies, but yeah, it's just an alternate universe. This isn't the characters that you're used to. That is not Batman. That is not Harvey Dent. That's not Two-Face.
But why?
I don't know if you can get a film like this made without having recognizable IP in it, and I think Todd knew exactly what he was doing with this. I don't know. Todd Phillips is no new director to this. If you see The Hangover 3, he has a lot of kind of meta commentary about the actual process and kind of the vitriol for the studio for the actual process of having to do sequels. I think there's a good amount of that in here. But I don't know that everyone's quite taking it the way that he's intending it. I think there is a misinterpretation of the first film.
That's the one thing I got, though. I mean, I don't mean to interrupt you, Charles.
No.
But,
it's your show.
Todd Phillips showed in Joker 1 that he really detested targeting audiences specifically and making franchise films. The whole thing was a testament to him being able to make money off of doing something that he really, really didn't enjoy.
Right.
That's what it seemed like.
Plus,
I'm not so sure about that. It was like lightning in a bottle. Like nobody expected $1 billion film out of this. I think it's a way that he was able to make an IP that he kind of wanted to make, a weird, almost vigilante film that is very much in the vein of, we've mentioned Taxi Driver and now I'm blanking on it, King of Comedy. It's very much like a remake of those two with like some weird elements of this other IP thrown into it. That's my main criticism about the first one. It's not horrible, like they're great performances, but it's just nothing like original, and it feels like it's tacked on. For this, every part that they added, I don't feel like there's a tacked on part. Like it really kind of makes sense to me. I love seeing the character of Lee be the true villain in this, and I think that kind of makes sense to me that this character would be so obsessed with the fame, the character, as opposed to actually caring about the person. It doesn't seem to change Arthur's kind of arc for me as this character. It seems to make perfect sense where you would end that one is you start directly there. And I don't know, man. For me, it works. I can't wait to go through some of these.
Isn't it more like a recap episode? Like there's a
huge
the ending of Seinfeld? Really? Let's give Charles the conch for a moment.
Okay, conch, sir.
Well, you said that a film like this would never have been greenlit, but thanks to this movie, it'll never happen again. Like, if you're going to make a movie like this where it's this, I don't know, musical twist element on things, why not, like, give it your all and, like, prove that these things can be done? Like you said, the first Joker, it's so abnormal, and to catch lightning in a bottle like that, that's quite incredible. The fact that they had this opportunity to make another one, why would you just F around with that just for the sake of, I don't really want to do this. Just don't do it.
Don't think they did. I think he masterfully did what he was trying to do. It seems to me like it's the next progression. I love the musical aspect of this, I think jukebox musicals are generally a big middle finger. I'm not a huge fan of that idea. Here, it totally works for me. If you look at the first one, he is so detached from reality at a bunch of different moments where he basically has his own fantasy world.
But that's the first movie.
On top of that, but on top of that, he is dancing all the time. He has a soundtrack going on to this. This time, it's letting you further into his madness, and it goes just a wee bit further. And to me, having him do kind of the whisper talking in reality, but go to a slightly heightened version of it, not full on, all of a sudden he is Sonny and Cher or whatever, but an aspect of it, a lesser version of it. I get it, and I'm really digging it, man. And then I think the fact that they're not able to actually express these are people who are very stunted. They're not able to actually express their emotions through words. So when they can't find the words, they find song. It seems to make sense for that character and for me.
Sure.
Go
ahead.
Three words is all I got for this movie. Super gay. That's all I got.
Super gay.
That's all I got. It was, come on, it's not the Joker. Now, they stole 2 movies on a character that ain't even the guy the people went to see.
But what's the other words in the title? It's Folie à Deux, Delusion of Two.
Yeah,
essentially, it is saying this isn't Joker in the title.
It was a delusion of one, and then now they tried to get people to do it again by adding Gaga.
Here's my question, Gray.
That's why it's failing, guys.
There's a tweet that went viral this week, and I think it's kind of ridiculous, but I want to hear your opinion on it. It says, this movie isn't about Joker or Harley. It's about Arthur Fleck. Once you understand that, the movie will start to make perfect sense. Do you agree with that statement?
Yes. I think it makes a little bit more sense. It's not about Joker, which is, again, really crazy that they've called it Joker and that they are using the clown moniker. But I don't think have just sold this as like, hey, I essentially want to remake the King of Comedy and I want to remake Taxi Driver. But if you say, hey, we've got this character in this universe, people are now intrigued. Like, it's sad, but that's kind of what the audience is going for. But there's a whole bunch of really fun, kind of small, new independent types of ideas that I have not seen before they don't seem to all be getting the traction. People do seem to be going after these IPs. That seems to be what's kind of selling.
Yeah, I get that. I just don't you feel it somewhat disrespectful that WB is so much seeking out their goal to almost in a way they're really obsessed, specifically since Nolan's films, to make everything grounded, realistic, relatable, emo, whatever you want to say, dark, realistic, to the point where they've thrown out all of the characters' origins. The interesting stuff of DC is gone. There's no comic book films. They've deconstructed the comic book thing and made it about, I mean, Snyder's guilty of this too, but at least I can give Snyder some credit on doing some comic book.
I mean, that wheat looks
shots.
so good, though.
This isn't my problem. You read the quote. Read the quote again.
This is gay.
No,
this movie, yeah. I'll read it again. This movie isn't about Joker or Harley. It's about Arthur Fleck. Once you understand that, the movie will start to make sense. Which,
okay,
yes,
but when
the
they
problem
sold
is the
people
title.
the first movie, they weren't selling Arthur Fleck.
Right.
Nobody knew who Arthur
No one knew who
Fleck
he was.
Well,
Exactly.
I disagree with you, Pops. It is one way to interpret it, that it is about the Joker and it is about becoming the Joker. I look at that first one as slightly different. The stairs. There's a reason why they have Arthur arguably very hard trying to climb the stairs, trying to ascend to sanity. But the Joker is what just descends into madness. I think it is not about him being Joker. It's about one man's grasp on sanity. And I think the second one, it's kind of the same thing. And then we do have this amazing stair scene, and I don't think it's a ripoff. I think it's the perfect way to kind of do that. He's trying to ascend it again. And that's kind of what we see through this character. But Harley stops him half of the way down, and then he gets dragged back down. It just, to me, I really see this as a very good, very interesting depiction of mental illness and class struggle. And to me, it just, this is exactly how I would have done a sequel to the first one. And
I
not
do
what
agree with you, Gray,
get.
on it being exactly the same thing as the first, with like the slight twist. And my biggest problem with the film is essentially they role reversed Joker and Harley, where they made her the manipulative one pulling the strings, which is what Joker's role used to be, to Harley. And they've switched that and role reversed it. And I think that right there already shows me, and it's shown me for years what they want to do with Harley and this whole she don't need no man attitude when she was supposed to be an abused sidekick, and that's where she works the best. But they've really tried pushing her in all these other directions where they can have her dominant over Joker, and I think in general they miss the point of that relationship. Yes, if you really want to talk about mental illness, abuse, manipulation, and all that, the animated series did that so well, in so many different ways with both of those characters in that sense.
Such an iconic character. This is the same thing, though. This isn't Harley. This is Lee. It is a different person. It's somebody addicted to fame. It's what I would kind of want to see as an aspect of Harley, is that, she is completely devoted, but it's to this character. Like, she doesn't care the actual person behind the moniker.
So,
she is addicted to that kind of celebrity or whatever. And it's the same thing that we kind of get in the first one. It's not actually Arthur that anyone's interested in. And I love where this kind of goes in this movie, but man, that opening cartoon, that is so awesome. I love the whole me and my shadow thing, and then it just sets up and telegraphs exactly the progression that we're going to get. And man, they hit that so.
Concern, though, and Pops' big concern is that it's kind of like a haunted house put on by a church, where they show you the
they can use Satan. It works.
And then try to convert you at the end of it. It's not what you went in for. It's not what they sold you on.
It's not Harley.
It might have been entertaining in itself, but it really wasn't what you were plopped down your money.
Not what they're
They
selling.
can't deliver the scares that you really were hoping for either, which is the whole selling point of going into the haunted house.
What you're telling me is that they did a Mysterio.
They did a Rey Mysterio. What they had him do was moves beyond everybody else's ability level. Man, it made everybody else look like a chump who's just, kind of dropping the other guy, where they're just doing flips around you. Yeah, I just visually this is amazing. I couldn't agree with what they're doing sonically more, and then the themes that they're hitting, just that the fact that they telegraph exactly what it's going to be, and then it plays out so poignantly.
Do you think it was good to have Gaga say like I purposely unlearned how to sing because that's I felt like
yeah.
Well, here's
it
my
makes
question:
sense to me.
Why?
She's not
why
Gaga
do characters,
though. Like she's Lee in this,
right?
so
But why do
would
these
she
characters
be?
need to sound bad? They're in a fantasy whenever they're singing this stuff.
She's not Lee. I mean, she's
If
not.
they're in a
Harley.
fantasy. They should be singing top notch, right?
Beautifully, yeah. I mean, that's how you hear yourself in the shower, and we're basically
So I don't know,
looking
man.
into
Like
their shower sequences, literally.
When I think of a better version of myself, I'm not thinking like all of a sudden like, okay, so here's the greatest opera singer ever. Like it would still be my own voice. And
wait.
I don't know. For me, it works. It is a heightened version. It's not the kind of whisper talk singing that they're doing in reality. It is a heightened version, but they're not. It isn't Gaga. It's not a trained professional. So, I don't know. For me, it just totally
But
works.
if it's his mentality that like he's envisioning it, why wouldn't she sound great? You could say about him, fine, but why would she sound shitty?
Right.
Because she's Lee. Not even hard.
I don't think she sounds shitty. I think you're being a little unfair to it.
Yeah, and just to address the
it's not pitch
acting out
perfect.
of the room.
Who is at the door? Who is at the door? Is it chicken or something more? Got to answer the door. Got to answer the door. Who rang the doorbell? I need to know more. Who is at the door? Who is at the door? Is it chicken or something
Yes, Bob, to answer your
Song is
question
amazing.
to answer your statement, well, it's the same reason why Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris, right? It's you putting a star in something to get more attraction to it. When you have Lady Gaga in it, and you
Did
have
you just call her Caramel Harris?
yes, I did. Caramel Harris, yes, I did. But my problem, Gray, is not the fact that it's it's the fact that this isn't and I get it. When you explain it, I get it. The title and everything, but okay, I want to put it in this perspective, right? Sony, they do Spider-Man villains, right? They're never good. They're never good, but they're Spider-Man villains. Like they're still Kraven the Hunter. You're not getting like I don't know, some hunter name. Like I can't think of a hunter name, but you get what I'm saying. They're not naming
Joe Hunter,
Madam Web, and Craven though.
Joe the Hunter. I want to see that movie.
So what I'm saying is like I think I got to go on the point of what Charles said. If you got lightning in a bottle, and you're not gonna do, and Arthur Fleck wasn't like the real thing, then bring in the real Joker. Then why put this masquerade on because you got lightning in a bottle?
Well, I'll tell you
because
why
the
not bring in
studio,
the real
man,
Joker. Because Tim
it's $1
wouldn't
billion
wouldn't
though.
script,
Like
that's why.
But see, it was $1 billion the first
How do
time,
you
and
say
then
no?
everybody
How dare
found
you?
out it wasn't the Joker, and nobody cares now. Do you understand the difference? It's like fucking they lied to me. The fans aren't coming back to a lie.
There's no lies.
You threw
though.
in some
It was-
Lady Gaga fans that probably never saw the first movie.
It made $1
Well,
billion.
that's-
A lot of people did see
I
it.
really don't think that this one has a bunch of Gaga fans who are seeing it and nobody saw the first one.
I think they
but
went on
I don't think they
Thursday.
lied to you, man. I think that's a
they
weird way of
lied.
characterizing
They
it.
definitely
It
lied.
was somewhat ambiguous of an open ending that you could kind of see it in a bunch of different ways. And they kind of confirm which way you're actually supposed to see it in the second one. And I think that's turning off a bunch of people because they kind of misinterpreted the message of the first one. But I don't think that's a lie. I think that's a way that you
made
could see
more
it.
movie if it was Taylor Swift instead of Lady Gaga.
If she could act and she gave that same performance, yeah, it would work for me. I think Gaga does a great performance as a villain in this. She is the antagonist of everything in here. And man, it kind of works for me.
I think the problem is saying that people are misinterpreting the message of both of these films. I understood the message of both of these films very clearly. And trust me, I don't think they're as nuanced as they should be when talking about these things. I think it thinks that it's smarter than it actually is in the way a Snyder script or a David S. Goyer script thinks it is.
Oh, come on, man!
I think it is not. It is not a
Snyder
genius.
level.
It is essentially a big box office film with an independent drama window dressing, and it's trying to pretend that it's those indie films, and throwing the Joker monocle and name in.
Yes, with that first one. This second one, I don't see it as the big budget one. If they were going to do that, they'd give people what they wanted. I think a lot of those scenes are very meta, and like literally his lines were like, won't you stop singing? I want you to stop singing. And then there's another one where it's like, we're going to give them what they want. Man.
Well, then why spend $250 million if it's not
because
a big
the first
budget
one
film?
made $1 billion?
Why make it a big budget film? Is that
because the first
like,
one made $1 billion and they screwed up on it. They didn't have faith in it, so they took a really low percentage.
They also did reshoots too, from what I understand, and we don't know who's to blame for those reshoots. But I hear that the stuff that they had before was not good, and if Gaga is the reason for that, and their stars, then their stars got too big for their britches and started taking control over what they thought the film was to be, and they reshot things. And if your star is already expensive, and then you're letting the stars also control the film, and you're getting away with the budget,
Gaga's not what made the money on this. So both Todd Phillips and Joaquin just are walking away with so much money on this. The fact that they went with these guys and they wanted them to do the follow-up on this is what cost a shitload of money. But it's because they didn't really bank in the first one. They kind of bet against it. They took a really low stake in what they would actually earn. And man, they were regretting that because it ended up being a $1 billion movie. So they're pushing out like, okay, so there's $1 billion. We need to get a sequel for it. And it took so long for Todd Phillips and Joaquin to actually get on board with it.
And did they like bank really high into their returns on this? Because man, what a miss! Like they messed up on the first one, but they went into this one, and this one's not making its money. What a bad idea!
So that's where the funding for this is coming from. They're going to lose a lot more. They did some really bad investments between the last one and this
Which
one.
is crazy because they have Batman '89 to go off of how you invest and how you make a big budget. I mean, this is similar to '89, right? Prince makes a album that's associated with the film and puts music and sings the music in the film, very similar, except it's almost like they did the reverse Prince, where Gaga's the Prince in here, and instead she purposely tries to sound bad in the in the movie and sounds like she's singing on mic, and then you listen to her album and it's clean and more professionally sung, and you have two different versions.
Yeah.
You have a worse version
Gaga.
of the
This is
soundtrack
Lee.
and a really good version of the songs that correlate for advertising for the film. Imagine if Prince had done that in '89.
I mean, it would be weird because Prince would have to be a character and then you'd have to not be playing Prince. And then I get what you're saying. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I'm not saying like this is amazing and everyone just doesn't get it. And sorry, to go back to what you were saying before, I'm not trying to say like you guys are misinterpreting the film. I've just seen a bunch of reviews of it that are like, hey, they completely redid it. They didn't understand Joker's arc. They completely backtracked on everything. It's like, ugh. That's one way of interpreting it.
Do you believe they backtracked on the answer to
guys.
the therapist at the end of the first film when people were asking, oh, he killed her. Did he kill her? Did they do anything
in the
with
movie,
her at the beginning
apparently
of this
he
movie?
didn't. Somehow he just walked away and
Right.
stepped in a whole bunch of red paint. But no, they make it perfectly clear that it's 6 people, including his mother, so the therapist was not killed. So
Right.
it's a little unclear as to whether that's like a delusion that he was having, but
Because they just wash over that.
The therapist is not dead. So yeah, it's kind of open to interpretation. So I believe it hinted at it's a delusion, but I'm not sure.
Right.
I just want my Stockholm Syndrome Harley. That's all. That's all I want.
Yeah, and this isn't that character. Like with this being an alternate universe, that's not Harley Quinn.
So
This
it wasn't
not
the Joker, and it wasn't Harley Quinn.
Unfortunately, Pops,
Why
we're
are
not
you
going to have
selling
those.
this to
If
people
we
that
have,
way?
if WB has their control pops, unfortunately, we're not going to have that version of Harley and Joker for maybe decades. I mean,
That's
maybe
not the
maybe
point. That's not even the point I'm making. I'm
Right.
saying just wrap this up as somebody else, give these characters originality, and leave the Joker and Harley the fuck alone.
Right,
But
right.
as
Yeah,
Bob's
exactly. No, I
comment,
agree. If they had done an American Psycho type of thing, because I think that's what you could do. An American Psycho is a really talk about a film underrated when it talks about mental health and stuff. I mean, talk about a movie that on so many levels, I think that film does a far better job than the first Joker film does.
Definitely depicting something else, but I like its depiction of mental illness, like the mere fact that it's confusing as to what is reality, what's in his head, what's actually going on. I think it's an interesting depiction of it, and I think that works on a bunch of different levels for me.
You don't think that filmmakers would use that it's confusing thing as like an excuse or a crutch to just do whatever they want? So if there's inconsistencies by a bad filmmaker, they can't just use the excuse, well, it's fantasy. It could be fantasy. Is it reality?
I mean, you can. Like, look at Megalopolis. It's there. I think he's kind of doing that. It's like, no, it's surreal. It's dreamlike. But
somebody,
sorry,
somebody somewhere watch Megalopolis, please.
I still need to go see it.
Anybody, take a look at Megalopolis.
I got nothing.
I was gonna say, if that's the case, Gray, why not put a play on words and just say, name the movie Joker Fleck? Because it's a movie about Arthur Fleck. So, like, I'm not trying to be like, what's the word?
Difficult?
Because would you watch Fleck where people are watching Joker? It's
controversial.
It's sad, but it's...
Yeah, I think you name it Joker. I think the problem is the name of the movie. I think the problem is people, like me and you and everybody on this panel, have a decent understanding of what the Joker is. And they're coming in. Okay, Charles. Yeah, that was a good...
Would everybody be happy if they just put Once Upon a Time at the beginning of it?
So
kind of. This is a what if episode, everybody.
So like I think
what if was Marvel?
I think
what if it was a good movie?
What I think is that we have a problem here is that the normies are coming to see this, right? And like they saw the first one, and we, like Pop said that this wasn't the Joker, and then they think, okay, maybe we're gonna actually get the Joker because you named it the Joker. That title, right? So I think it's a kind of what's the word? They definitely
switch.
They did a bait and switch. That's the problem, and I think maybe if they just had a different title, that makes a big difference, and it does, because you're selling a character that is world renowned. No matter what, somebody kind of knows who the Joker is.
They could have called the first one "The Joke's on You." And it would have made two
I would have done that, man.
It's almost like Joker made a film, or Andy Kaufman made a film and then was doing it as like a prank to see an endurance test on society.
They could have made $2 billion if they'd have called it "The Joke's on You."
He quit acting, and it was a documentary that was a mockumentary, and it worked out so well. For everybody involved,
right?
Really, just skyrocketed everybody. But
I fully agree that it's a bait and switch, though. Like, I think that was my main criticism, and I think me and Charles kind of talked about this extensively. It feels like it's a bunch of other films that have been done before, but now we're just slapping this Joker makeup on it, so to speak, and suddenly it's $1 billion. It's interesting, but I don't have that same criticism of this new one. It is unlike anything I've ever seen. It is unique, and man, I love it.
But technically speaking, it's disjointed. Like, if you're telling me that the Joker, he sings to perform his emotions, why does the guard sing before Joker even goes to that class? Why does Harley sing before?
He enjoys the theater.
Because it's a musical.
But they're singing before he gets that line. You sing to let your feelings out, or whatever the line was. They're singing before that moment. So technically speaking, it doesn't work. And
I'm not one to throw people under the bus, but we do have a video of Pops coming out of the theater after watching Joker Folie à Deux.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
We now return to the Transformers.
Based.
Yeah, Charles, I had the same look on my face. I don't get that.
Well, I get it. It's definitely not going to be for everybody, but I think it's catching a lot of strays that I don't think it necessarily deserves.
Technically speaking, it doesn't work. Because you can't introduce something as a plot gimmick and have things happen before the introduction of the plot gimmick. Also, if you're going to subvert expectations with Harley Quinn, why not, as far as telling a better story is concerned, have Joker not go to jail and have it be that she fucks him over at the end, and that's how you end the movie, where he thinks, she loves him, but he gets out of jail, she does everything for him, and once they get out, she's like, I'm done using you, we're all set. Like, why do it that way?
That is kind of what happens. But I would say that about the gimmick. So the first part that you're saying about the gimmick, it doesn't work. I disagree with you. So when Gleason is doing like his whistling, it's just showing that this dude has always wanted to sing. He's got a song in his heart, if you will. And finally, his one option to actually get it and to actually get to perform in front of people is to go through this class. I think that is kind of a weak plot point, but it is a conceit to get them to this class to where then the conceit could be used. It doesn't go into fantasy before that. That's where that fantasy thing actually starts, is when they get to it.
When he's walking out in the rain, they show the umbrellas with different colors on them, and then they're actually all black. That happens before he goes to the class.
So yes, he's still having delusions, but I don't believe that's a musical number.
Man,
Am I wrong on that? I don't think the musical starts until after the class.
You're making it some people really, really got to think to be able to keep up with this.
And how dare some film do that? How dare it challenge
here's the problem, is you're trying to say that it's like this is a unique thing. I don't know.
Can you name another film that's like it? What would you compare it to?
Be entertained by something. I have to stop and try to figure out what the fuck is going on.
I mean, I've seen some really weird films. Rosales can tell you. I watched some B-movie, C-movie laid trash. I mean, I've watched some strange films and stuff worse than this, for sure. To be honest, I had more fun watching Madam Web than this film, because as confusing and as a mess of that film, that film was entertaining to watch for how it got everything wrong. And you say that here's the thing.
Yeah, but Madam Web at least got two things right.
Well, you say that this film isn't for everyone, but this film is specifically made to try to cater to everyone. Yeah. Like it's literally it's the name of a comic book character to get asses in seats. It's talking about mental health. It's got an artsy fartsy approach to a character. To a character study. It has the Martin Scorsese-isms. It has the music. I mean, with both the first film right off the bat was catered to trying to lure in a global audience and people who don't like comics and want more of an Academy Award-winning style approach, of a more human approach to an iconic villain, but also let's title it Joker and get them on that. I mean, it's so many things. The musical in this aspect,
what you're saying about
trying to go for a musical audience, and it worked for Gaga
I
fans.
agree that the first one did seem to try to grab everybody. This one, I could not disagree with you more that this is not intended for everybody. I think Todd Phillips. So again, if you kind of experienced The Hangover 3, he's got a lot of meta commentary in there about how much he hates doing sequels and how much he hated the franchise and how much he hated studio interference. This has so many layers of that going on in here too. He didn't like the way that it was interpreted. I'm sure you guys are familiar with like the Chris Rock bit that's super famous. That same thing with Dave Chappelle. Sometimes your audience is not laughing for the right reason. That's kind of how he felt about that first film. This isn't meant for everybody. This is literally saying like, no, I'm being more definitive on this one.
Fair enough.
You know what?
Another $200 million film that's not meant for everyone.
I beyeve Gray is right.
They have the choice.
This movie was not meant for everybody, and I believe that a lot of the audiences agree with him.
100%.
So they're not going. And, with that, I think we can all just kind of agree to disagree.
My way's clearly better.
Boringer and deader. Let's agree to disagree.
Boo.
Boo. I mean, you're right, Rosales. I just think that they need to be more truthful. Like that's my problem. I'm like, you could do whatever you want in the film, but my problem is just be truthful. Like, don't name it something that it's not. That's all.
Yes, but be very clear. I mean, be like Zack Snyder and David S. Goyer, where they said for years, especially Goyer, I don't like Batman, I don't like Superman, the character. Yeah, it couldn't be more clear when you wrote the script for Batman v Superman that you hated these characters and so on and so forth. And so when you see these filmmakers make these characters and they clearly have disdain for them, or they don't, or they only like one particular version, or a couple versions within the 2000s or 90s of these edgier versions of the character, then you're only going to get that character or you're not going to get a completely different representation of that character that doesn't resemble anything from the comics. And unfortunately, I feel like WB has banked too much on the artistry of the director and the writer and what they want to say. And I think sometimes that's good, obviously. We want directors to have unique visions, but I think particularly with properties like this, they need to be a little bit more hand-holdy and a little bit more grippy on the fact that this is Batman, Superman, Joker. These characters should be treated with, the utmost importance, and their origins should be handled delicately for these fans. And I think they've let it run amok, unfortunately. And I think that is why WB and DC are not as successful as they were since the 90s. That is the reason why. They've deconstructed.
Correct. You are absolutely correct. Consistency is key when it comes to comic book franchises, and that's why James Gunn has decided that he is going to let the directors and writers do their own thing and make their own interpretations of the films.
Exactly how.
And move forward that way. He stated so himself. That's what he wants to do, is hear their unique ideas and have their unique voices stand out and move forward.
But why hide from the audience that, if it's not made for everyone, why hide from the audience that it's a musical in interviews leading up to that release? That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like, if your defense is, well, it's not made for anyone, why would you deny what the movie is? Like, who are you trying to protect with that?
And if we go based off social media alone, it seems like the musical-esque audience, the pop star people and the people that are obsessed with, Gaga and those types of things and pop stars, they were the ones that went to really rally behind this. They're still the ones not only defending it, but talking all about the music more so than the performances. So
yeah, but there's only
some musicals. I think you'd be doing a big disservice, and I think you'd still get people saying it's a bait and switch if you called it a straight up musical, since this is a different style of musical. This is not like a Broadway, like all of a sudden we move into perfect song and dance. It's not that. It's a little bit different. So I get both sides. Sorry, my dog is freaking out right now. I get both sides of it. That, of course, they're barking. Sorry, you're right. It's not a traditional musical.
Don't worry, I
need guys, got to feed the dogs. Don't mind me, guys. I'm no attention hog. Pass me by. I have to deal with the dogs. Bark, 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 bark. Rough, 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 rough. Having a ton of bow wows make podcasting tough. Don't mind me, guys. Got to walk the dogs. Don't mind me, guys. Got to feed the dogs. Don't mind me, guys. I'm no attention hog. You need to pass me by. I have to deal with the dogs. Bark, 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 bark. Rough, 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 rough. Having a ton of bow wows makes podcasting tough. Don't mind me, guys. Got to walk the dogs. Don't mind me, guys. Got to feed the dogs.
Good.
That was your bathroom break. If you didn't get up, too bad.
Too
bad.
I usually don't get to hear the end of that.
But I'm gonna agree with Rosales here. Let's agree to disagree, and hopefully they don't do a Joker 3 at Ryan.
Well, they can't if you consider the end of the film.
No, the next one will be just Lee.
It doesn't need to be elite. If you think this movie didn't make money, that movie will make no money. And I'm sorry.
There is nobody interested in putting more money into this franchise.
No,
they have definitely killed it.
And to be fair,
I think if
he had said himself,
if you build this as a straight up musical, I think people would feel like it's a lie as well.
It's a video interpretation of the soundtrack, guys. That's all it is.
To be fair, let's be fair here. This film, the end of this movie, connects itself to another film in the DC universe and in the DC films.
Kind of.
I think that alone
the time frame
is
doesn't
insulting.
quite work out.
What movie did it connect to? Come on.
I don't want to spoil anything for people, but I'm just saying it's.
Come on.
Flash. Which one? Come on.
No.
Spill the beans. Spill the beans.
No,
like we're in Boston.
But, related to DC. But I think in general, some of these
Wonder Woman?
decisions to
Wonder
end it
Woman
on was a poor decision.
Aquaman.
Superman.
Doing that and ending the way it did not just the particular person who goes and also who prevails at the end, not just that choice, but what it connects to and what it chooses to do. I think there was multiple decisions that is wrong in that film, and like I said, obviously this comes from a fan it's coming from a Joker fan, but a DC fan who didn't like the first Joker. But even I understand why people like the first Joker and why they hate this Joker
movie, right?
What was that?
I get what you're saying. I agree to disagree, but I think there's one other interpretation at the end that isn't actually saying that is the character from the other movie. The time frame doesn't quite work out because they showed the age of Bruce Wayne and the other character would be similar in age, so that it wouldn't work out, and this would only be like a year after the first thing. So I think
but
it's
Bruce
just
isn't in this film.
An
In fact, they don't
allusion
even
to that
mention
other
him.
character.
The Waynes, in fact, they almost forget that the Waynes even exist in this film, which is crazy.
There's a tower in the background.
Yeah, but I'm saying the characters are almost like they don't even live in this city. They were such an integral part to the first film.
So Rosales, how about that wheel of ours there? You know, that wheel's looking pretty good.
Sorry, I'll have to talk about this more when we can actually talk. But you know what I
mean. We're cutting to the segment where Kitty gets to diagram the wheel of time.
The wheel. No.
Based. Let's go out
Get
for
into more arguments. Actually, no, that's fun.
Did anybody see the Penguin?
I've heard it's good. I'm gonna check it out.
I've heard good things from normies and good things from comic people.
I've heard good things, not bad things.
Okay.
Oh, real good things.
You haven't heard my opinion
we couldn't
yet.
have hired a Gandolfini type.
All right. Well, let's see. Since I don't have the people that we all heard from about the Joker, I mean the.
Did anyone
you want to talk
watch
about
it?
the Joker?
Spoil it for him, Greg. Tell me what the ending is supposed to not be. What is it? What isn't it connected to?
What does it not connect to?
The Dark Knight. So there's a lot of people that are making a connection that it's pretty obvious, but I don't think it's actually supposed to be that. Everybody has different headcanon. If you want to connect them, I guess that's a way that you could. But with it being like a different universe, I don't see how it's connected.
Didn't Todd just confirm recently though that was the intention?
Oh, if he did, I hadn't heard that. I might be unaware of a confirmed connection.
Somebody had posted something, so I wanted to.
It just seems like the first one was mid '80s, so like that, or sorry, mid '70s. So like that doesn't quite work out time frame wise,
Right.
but
So really, it's the only way he can connect to Nolan because he won't return his calls.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we've been covering Vox Machina since the show came out. So why don't we talk about that? So yeah, Vox Machina is the animated version of the Critical Role game. They've tourniqueted. What's somebody with a better vocabulary? Tell me that word.
Tourniquet.
Tourniqueted.
Tourniqueted.
Yeah, tourniqueted.
Truncated.
Truncated is what I thought you were going for, but I wasn't sure. Truncated means it's made it shorter.
Yes, that's what they did. They took years and years of role playing and combined it down to a animated series, and that pissed off their deal with Amazon. Pissed off Hasbro, which started the whole licensing thing a few years back, where they started to say they're going to make money off of anything anybody ever does. If they look at it, in a game store, they're going to charge you money. So, that came out, and then we reviewed the first and second series, and the third series is out this past week, and they released 3 episodes. Warren, did you happen to see it?
No, I didn't know they released. I'm going to watch it today now. I didn't even know.
Damn it, that's why we were doing this, because you were talking about it.
Oh, I didn't. I've been waiting for that. I've been reading articles that
Busted.
No. I've been reading articles about Vox Machina and everything, and I was waiting for a release. I didn't know it released. I'm being honest. I'll watch it all today.
Damn, fake fan.
Well, that was our coverage of Vox Machina.
Hey, wait, that's a good segue. All right, hey.
That's the current coverage, okay? That's what. Wait, but Rosales, wait. Have you watched it?
Wait.
I have. I watched 3 episodes.
So what would you tell Warren about it? Who hasn't watched it? What would you say about season 2 versus season 3? Anything?
Well, knowing that Todd Phillips took over the animation directing, he directed the Joker. Y'all were just talking like it for an hour, so.
Wait,
no, I got where you were going with this.
That went over everybody's head.
It went way over. I didn't even. Wait, let me maybe look. Okay, I get you. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about sports.
Cheering, dancing, now this party's made to last. Turn up the music, let the games begin.
I'm gonna miss that. Gonna miss that.
And there's no Bob, so.
But the good news is everybody can watch all 3 episodes this week and talk about it next week.
Plus whatever episodes they release on Wednesday.
So yeah. So, all right.
The adventuring team continues to dig themselves deeper and deeper into a hole, and out to collect the last bit of vestiges that they can to save the world from utter destruction. It's your average D&D game, is what it is.
What was I gonna? So what about are they dwelling? Do we get to know a little bit more about Percy? How about that?
Yeah. You don't want me to spoil it for you, though,
You
right?
learn more about it.
Okay, all right, great. Okay, cool.
Yes, they do a little bit of a deeper dive into several characters over the next 3 episodes. Whoa.
That's Fox's coochies.
Charles, have you seen Vox Machina?
Are you kidding? No.
I don't know what that means.
Of course he hasn't.
He's checking the box office numbers right now to see what he missed.
Box office numbers.
So, yeah, there's that. And, okay, I guess we're done. Unless somebody else has got something. That's all I had.
Yay, sports!
Yay, sports. Somebody's playing a D&D game, yes? Kitty, are you guys doing a D&D thing?
Not currently, no.
Not currently?
There is another tabletop thing that I'm getting involved in. I don't know if it's going to be broadcast at some point or if it's just behind the scenes. But I'll let you guys know if it does get recorded.
Okay.
We did an RPG game on the network for the Slaughterville game. And
yeah.
A couple of the characters were so popular that we actually have a show now in character where we use those characters and interview people. One of the characters is a ultimate Karen, and the name of the show is Killer Karen. If you have not seen it, you need to check it out. It's hilarious. We've done 3 episodes so far. I'm having more fun making that show than I've had in a couple years now. It really, it's hilarious. Lori Calcaterra, the creator of Path of the Pale Rider, is the other character. The 2 characters in the game, they meshed well. They played off each other really well, and people liked them. People have drawn art of them. They just kind of took on a life of their own. So we created a show around them, and it's funny. Check it out. That's all I can say. And If you know what a Karen is, you'll understand how funny this show could be.
4.
That's
yes.
8.
This is
Are those patties?
These shirts are available from RosalisComics.com. So you can go there.
She looks like a caddy.
This is this is not copyrighted material. This is not a superhero shirt.
The dogs.
It is a illustrated drawing of a number 4 touch lamp on a wall. So it is completely different than a Fantastic Four logo, and has absolutely nothing to do with it. And
it's literally so people just go 4, and that's it.
That's it. That's it. It's for your amusement, and they're available right now at
Fantastic.
Fantastic. It is a Fantastic Four.
That dude cleaned my clubs last time I played golf.
Right? That's what they're calling it these days. The Avenger, the Complete Avenger, is available as well. And 2 out of 3 of the new Stunning Adventures is available right now. Number 3, however, we're not going to be doing that. So the comic books have not worked out as well as we expected to. So we're going to revamp how we're doing the comic books, what we're doing with the comic books, and we're going to probably switch to a crowdfunding format and move forward into physical media.
Physical!
We enjoy physical media. So there's that. Keep
You
an
like
eye
to
out for
touch
that.
things.
Yes,
Yes.
Pops likes to touch things.
Put them on a shelf.
That's why he's being monitored. We've got the business hosting plans at
The
DMR
ankle
Hosting.
bracelet's in a drawer over there, dude.
$486 a month. With savings like this, you can't not skip this.
Huh?
Go there and get it. Go there and get it. It's more affordable, and it's got 99% uptime. There's servers worldwide, so wherever you're at, it's available. It's unlimited disk space, unlimited traffic, 5 domain names, 500 email accounts, and 1-click 40+ script installers, and you get a free domain. So sign up now for a 30-day free trial. No credit card required.
Nice.
And yeah, I'll get like 35 cents if you do. So do that.
Sweet.
That's 35 cents you didn't have before. It's very good.
That's right.
Yeah, and we can't afford not to, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
35.
So what, Charles?
Huh?
Yeah.
Or better yet, Gray, what's Charles got coming up today?
Oh, so much. Charles has been a busy man, so go and look at his channel for some amazing streams. But if you want to see something in the future, perhaps tonight or sometimes Monday, come and check out Show Business. What you should probably do is go over to YouTube at Willis Greedia and ring the bell, and then you'll know exactly when Show Business is. But if you want a more in-depth recap of the box office, some movie news, and perhaps a really heated debate. We just scratched the surface here as we do the spoilers version of, one of the least controversial films of the year, Folie à Deux. Come check that out. It should be fun. Charles, do you have other stuff going on that I have yet to advertise for you?
Well, last night we did a stream that we discussed the easy for you to say, necessity of gore in horror and whether or not you can make a PG-13 gore with a couple of heavy swingers in the horror community. That's currently on the channel now, so there's that. And yeah, whatever you enjoyed or didn't like about the discussion about Joker Folie à Deux, I've got the wheel in this next one, so it's going to keep going until I pull it over. So to be continued.
So, Charles, I know you guys were talking a little bit about what was the funniest gore or horror film that you've seen. I think that was what was one of the questions.
I think it came up. Somebody asked what the funniest horror movie was.
Yes, and nobody laughed when I said a Serbian film.
There were a few sick individuals laughing at that.
It plays well here. It didn't play well last night with the real gorehounds. Wrong crowd for me.
Well, on my end, on the production end, things weren't really cooperating. So I really didn't. I wasn't that intuitive as far as chat was concerned.
Yeah,
but that explains my end. It was very troublesome. Everything about that stream.
So go watch the trouble he was in at willismedia.com. Now,
and
also,
I'm sorry. I just want to shout out Jacob Benson in the chat. The one thing I have heard is that there was commercials on the stream last night for members, and I don't know why that's the case. Because
that should be part of membership, yeah.
Right. That. Don't blame me. I apologize. If anything, I tried to make that stream so that it wasn't going to get AdSense because it was subject matter.
Think of the fractions of pennies that were now stripped of you.
The thing is, I've seen the ads when I was on my phone, okay, but not when I was on the Roku or the computer. So there's a difference in how it plays out with members when it comes to the device that you're on. At least, maybe not.
I've actually heard that as well.
iPhone.
Yeah.
I'm a member thanks to the producer extraordinaire, Jacob Benson. So thank you again, sir. But same. I had my phone up for the chat, and that was the one that kept getting commercials, but not the other one. So I think it is device specific since they did the ad block thing.
Could it be the app that's doing that?
Yeah, but I mean, the membership should work.
Right.
I just feel like membership should work. I know that there is a discrepancy. Like, I don't have memberships on, and Lucifer, who listens on his phone, he got more ads than people on desktop. So that there is a discrepancy already between devices.
That's crummy.
Mm-hmm. And then what's the point of memberships if you're not? I don't know. Do you need to be premium and have memberships? Do you have to have premium to have a membership? I don't know.
Yeah, I really feel bad because Jacob literally is responsible for 95% of the memberships on. And it's like, if anybody shouldn't be getting commercials, it's him.
And I just want to interject. I am very aware of Charles' channel. I actually found out about your channel through Cody, funny enough. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, great channel, by the way, man. I love it. I love your content.
Thank you.
I love the
appreciate
stuff. I run a horror channel with my husband. We just started a new one, so I very much in tune with the horror community just because of our obsession with horror filmmaking and
you guys really like
some of the people
horror
that. So it's weird how it's.
And just what exactly is coming up on your channels this week, Joker?
Yes, nothing this week. Because we're taking a break for October, and I'm coming back in November.
Long story short, essentially, for Frightful Film Fiends, my channel that Mason and I run, we are doing a community watch thing where we are doing the 31 Days of Halloween over on our Discord, where you can watch one movie multiple times a day of a Halloween pick of ours, all the way to the 31st. We are doing that event right now. Then we will both come back in November. We're going to do a Creepy Christmas special where we talk about horror Christmas films. And then, of course, I will return with the Joker's Corner in November, the first week of November on the Monday, and we will do the regular live show, comedy show, which is what we do in the Joker's Corner. We do comedy now this time. So
yes, and we're practicing right now. We're in rehearsals for the two-man stage play of Skinny Joker and Fat Joker, where we sing a rendition of "I Can Do Anything, You Can Do Better."
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I will totally do that rendition. Let's do it, Rosal. Let's make it happen.
Yes, until I finally have a heart attack.
We can paint our faces and everything for it. It'll be great. We'll hold hands. It'll be great. Yeah. So that's what we're doing.
Young Mark Hamill. I'll do old Mark Hamill.
Heck yeah! Why not? Let's do it. Yeah, Bob's going to have a new segment on the show, so I'm pretty excited. Bob's really happy about that assignment, too. Bob versus the world. It's going to be great.
Man, Bob is really branching out. He's Bob is doing a thing with Austin, who didn't show up today, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't make it, if you fall asleep, that's fine.
It's been a really busy month. October is the busiest month of the year for me. Halloween here is everything, so...
Yeah, and he's doing this thing with Austin on the run up to the election where they cover both sides of the aisle with sprays of blood as they machine everybody down.
Well, I hope you have a great October's Joker.
October.
Yeah, you too, man. Have a fantastic Halloween.
October.
And Warren, you can come in those streams. They're all day. I mean, we have one at noon right now playing currently right now, and we're going to have one at 9 p.m. So the great thing is if you've missed one showing, you can come in and watch another.
That's right. I keep coming into the credits.
Yeah, Rosales came in to the end of Mandy yesterday, and he was like, well, I was going to watch it, but I guess I'm too late. I was like, yeah, we've missed all 2 hours of Mandy already. But yeah, I mean, we made it for a schedule for everybody, I think, for the most part, morning, noon, and night. So,
we don't need to know that about you, Austin.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. So yeah, today is House on Haunted Hill. So enjoy, guys.
Yes,
Which one?
The original.
Always the original.
We're playing some Vincent Price this month. Yeah, I am very adamant about. I don't hate the other one, but Vincent Price is a horror god around this house, and there's no way we wouldn't at least show one of his films during this event. So,
right on.
So yeah, if look for him on the Discord. Flood his channel, get offended, report him.
Yeah, if you're on the Joker's Corner, you'll probably get offended.
Yes. If you enjoy being offended, or if you're not offended by anything, that Discord's for you. So
yes,
very much so.
Absolutely.
Vincent is cool.
Ghosts.
The remake has ghosts in it.
This is true.
No need for special glasses to see them.
Yeah, but you don't need ghosts when you have Vincent Price. You don't need special glasses either. That man was immaculate. That man had charm. They don't make him like they used to. I'm kidding. The suit, the debonair, the mustache even, dude. I mean, they can't. Who could pull off that mustache other than Vincent Price?
Vincent McMahon.
It's true.
I guess you just need to be named Vincent.
Right,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Real Vincent stash.
Kitty, what's going on your channel, your neck of the woods, your time zone?
So much of things are changing, as in scheduling. Time for streams are different. They're going to be at nighttime for Americans instead of daytime. And that's it. No, I'm going to be... memberships are going to also become a thing on my channel. But clearly the benefits of memberships not going to really be that interesting, considering ads don't stop. But you'll get emotes. You'll get emojis that I drew. So...
Get emojis? Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, you get horrible.
That's a win. All right, I'm already convinced.
Horribly,
I'm down.
I mean, look at my hand art, You can really...
Oh, that's actually adorable.
Yeah,
I like it.
you
It's
can
better than-
really... Yeah, there's a line drawing there,
I thought that was a blank paper. Sorry.
It's better than the animation in Joker 2.
You should.
I mean, or you can get this, who knows?
What?
Will my creativity ever cease? You don't know. So, yeah.
You should also make those available for downloads on your...
Absolutely. Yeah.
What do they call that? The Patreon. Get yourself a Patreon.
Are you and Rosales going to collab on a comic together? This should happen.
Yeah, totally.
A comic just
Adventures
with cats?
of Axel.
That's adorable.
So yes, that's what I'm going to be going over those lovely Jubilee debates. What's the name? For, what do you call it? There was the one with the conservative and the one with the...
Oh, that one?
Yeah, so I'm going to do that. That will be the debate this week. It was supposed to be that debate last week, but I was too busy just being indulgent with my husband. So,
ooh.
So that's it.
TMI.
Make that how you will.
Also, Thinkers is going to be on a new time slot. We're going to try it out, see how it goes. But it will still be on a Thursday for most of you guys in America. And we're going to talk about artsy movies. So, See how that
So you're
goes.
talking about the Joker too?
We are.
Yeah, maybe. I think
We are.
they can have their arguments on Showbiz and then come back and have it again on Thinkers. So
Oh yeah,
let's see.
it'll be an epilogue, just like Joker 2.
Will
was.
you be diagramming 45 minutes of this show?
I actually will not because it didn't really
My
flow.
bad.
I'm sorry, guys. But next time, you know what? Let's do. I'll see if I can diagram Showbiz. Let's see how it goes.
Oh boy.
I'll tell you what, to make it up to you, Kitty, you and Gray can be invited to a future episode of the Joker's Corner, and you can take over 45 minutes of a rant during our show if you'd like.
Okay.
I
good.
welcome it all. And
If if you ever want me to diagram your guys' arguments, right? You just need me to be there so I can just ask you what you mean. So,
Okay.
so that I can show what you're saying in the diagram and then show what the other person is saying in the diagram. That's what I try to do, okay? I'm an expert.
I can give you an episode of me and Bob yelling at each other on a past episode. I think you could make some really cool diagrams.
You know what? What really works is about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I can do 10 minutes of an argument in 4 hours.
I hate
Perfect.
to interrupt this, but I got to go. I got another show. I got to start here in a little while. And
Oh no!
oh yeah, like in 25 minutes. So I got to go.
Sorry for
Pops,
adding
let's,
to the runtime. Bye.
We'll come back to you in just a moment, Kitty. We've got to say goodbye to Pops and let him run down what's going on the rest of the day.
The rest of the day, we have the Madness Open Draw stream at 1 p.m. Eastern. We have the show-offs at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. We have 3 Beermen at 7, Silverline at 8. And I'm not even sure what we're doing later tonight, but we're going to do something like we always do. So be there. Later,
Sweet.
guys. It's always good talking.
Thanks for being here, Pop. Appreciate it.
You bet. You bet. And Timothy knows I'm out here all the time. Man, we got shows all week. Different shows every day, all week.
I do know. In fact. Oh, wait. Wrong Timothy.
Charles has physical media. He forgot to bring that up.
Did I? I don't know. Can I make that into a thing, Kidda?
Yes,
Is this
absolutely.
there's too
That
much
would be that.
information.
That's absolutely needed to be.
Charles,
Is
let's
this
make an
already?
exchange. I love that. This is a sticker, right? I also made a Joker's Corner sticker. I will gladly send you one for a trade of
Oh
one
my
of
gosh,
those.
guys!
Right on, definitely.
I will definitely.
I'm gonna get one of those
gladly
sticker
pay you
books that
Tuesday
you had in the
for a hamburger
90s.
today.
Sticker book.
And just go no, like you know the ones literally. It was like a shiny paper, so you could put them all. You would collect them all. So
Yeah,
just go.
yeah.
Hi, are you a YouTuber? Can I have your sticker, please?
You wouldn't go for their signature? You just go for their sticker. I get it.
Just a sticker, no. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want you to sign this beautiful.
No,
immaculate
sign
page
next
that
to
I
it,
have.
okay?
Oh, okay.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
then
that
you
would be
go,
better.
you have it like one side, there's the sticker, and then on the other side the sign. I think
That's amazing. I
Collect
need somebody to ask me to do that from now on. That's amazing.
Gotta catch him. Oh.
Well, I can't wait to see what time of the day Kitty's stream shows up because I usually troll in the comment sections. I say some things that she finds amusing and some things she outright ignores.
Well,
yes, I put-
hopefully you can make Thinkers Time so that
Yeah.
join us
Just wait.
sometime.
Thinkers After Dark. It's going to be a thing.
Wow. That could, I might be able to because I'm doing at the time when the Thinkers happen. I'm in the midst of being a school teacher now. We're homeschooling now, so
Oh.
I'm the actual teacher
based
at that time. I'm no longer just sitting in a car anymore. So.
Wait, you're homeschooling? Really?
Yes.
Wow.
There was some kid brought a gun to my eldest son's school, and we said that's it.
Oh no.
Okay, cheers, bye.
That
Yeah.
would do it. At first, Rosales, just to lighten up the mood, I honestly thought you said you were being homeschooled, and I said, it's school's over, right? But I didn't want to break the news.
Oh my goodness. I still have nightmares about not having enough credits to go to college. This is back in the day, way back in the day where, it would have been okay for me to just take up a manufacturing job at 9. You could leave school and everything is fine. I got my diploma and everything else. I just
You could have hit those poles.
Yeah, I did. Made a lot of money, mostly ones,
Exactly.
but I got some change.
Hey, it was a Fale Due.
I did fall several times. That was a slippery pole. I make. Oh, kid, you're gonna love this joke. I used to make a lot of money as an exotic dancer, but then I lost the weight.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, with that joke being said,
I feel like I'm the only one that appreciates Rosales' jokes. And once again, the really obscure ones that go over everybody's head, I'm the one dying over here, and that just shows that I'm a boomer already. So I guess.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Good Charles knows what I'm talking about. He gets a lot of the jokes when you're not around, and nobody else does, and it's just me and Charles snickering to ourselves.
Someone has to, you get Charles and Bob in here to do that for me in the meantime while I'm gone. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, has
I don't
nothing to
even
do
need
with
to
my
be here
generation.
then.
Take it easy.
Probably wouldn't get them anyway.
I made more money when I was fat, is what it was.
That's
Fatter.
That's not my old.
It's like a deviant.
I exhaled through my nose.
So.
But see, the thing is, when you're skinny, you can't hold as many of the bills. But when you're fat, you can hold all kinds of bills and all kinds of crevices.
You don't even need a D-string. You can just slip them in a fold. Hey, Austin.
Slip it in my pool, absolutely. Wait, what? Good morning, everybody.
Man, we cannot end the show until Austin shows up.
Well, you know what? I'm glad Austin's here because, unfortunately, guys, I have to head out. So
Yes.
I wish I could stay longer.
And
Thank you for being here for the ending.
Yay!
Yes, there can only be 2 gays in here, and I'll switch off with Austin. Austin knows me very well, so
Usually
I'll
it's
let him-
like an 80-20 split, like hamburger.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's very straight this week. So, Austin, I'll let you head that one out. I will talk to you all later. Thanks for having me, though.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Take
Have a
care.
good one, guys.
Well, I'm finally here, so the show can get started.
That's right. Yeah. Let me just
Just on
recap
time.
you real quick, just so that you know what's been going on.
My way's clearly better.
Boringer and deader.
Let's agree to disagree.
Ooh.
That's it.
I reject your reality and I substitute my own.
Dang.
That's it. That's the show. Oh yeah, and we had a little bit of this.
Get out the way, get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch, get out the way, get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Bitch, move! Get the f back!
And then we talked about Joker Folie à Deux, and we had some of this going on.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Oh, Rosales is really gonna miss all of his videos.
I can
these are
officially
the
say
things.
that what was better than Joker? Megalopolis was better than Joker.
Ooh,
Great
wow.
degrees.
And you and Scorsese. Who was that? Scorsese's film?
Which who?
Joker.
Megalopolis.
No, that was Coppola.
Coppola.
Come on,
and
the
Salvation
famous
Army.
winemaker.
Thank you for your
But
donation.
if it helps, Scorsese did produce the Joker, so this flop is just as much on him as it is everybody else.
Nick Cage's uncle.
That's right.
That's
He
right.
called himself Cage so that he wouldn't be burdened with the Coppola
Right.
name.
Right.
He didn't want the nepotism.
He still took all the work.
I want to make it on my own. So yeah, if you're a fan of the show, you'll be a fan of the rest of the stuff we do.
Yes.
You can go to rosalescomics.com and, for butter's sake, buy a book. Or you can go to amazon.com and watch our award-winning animated short, Love is Magic, which is available on amazon.com for your amusement and pleasure. So,
Hell yeah.
have yourself some of that. And if you enjoy wondering what it was you just read, you can read my novel, The Grimm Tales of Rainbow Falls. Kitty, what can you tell them about the Grimm Tales of Rainbow Falls?
They're grim and their tails and they're It's all very, very bizarre. There is nothing like this you have ever seen. And I will also be diagramming this coming up. So.
Ooh, that's going to be exciting.
That is going to be exciting. So hopefully our time zones overlap, because then I'll have a little color. I'll put it red for Rosales. And if you give me an author's note or whatever, I will put it there to just give you that. But otherwise, as the reader, that's what I'm going to do.
I will do my best to answer for my crimes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're
What's
going to go
Timothy
into
got
that.
going over here? If you are really, really curious and you don't mind clicking on
Shady
strange
link.
things,
Yeah, if you trust everybody on the internet.
Oh my God, it's huge.
Based. I got a feeling it might have something to do with Melvin #2 special edition on Amazon.
yeah, Melvin T special edition on Amazon. Okay, yeah, that's available there. Please, by all means, go have a look at Melvin. Apparently, it's huge. So yeah.
Thanks.
Oh shucks! Gosh darn it! Gray, where will you be popping up this week?
Well, generally, I don't like to do this whole YouTube thing, at least not on my channel. But yeah, go check out Charles's channel. Also, always ring the bell on Rosales' channel as well. And if you haven't done that, also go over to that darn Kiddis channel. The Thinkers. Now we're doing it after dark. Come on over there. That's about all I got going on, though. Other than that, I just pop up here and there on the internet. But content soon, I swear.
Fantastic. and Austin, we're getting closer. Oh, there it is. There's one of the pictures. That is of a picture of a demon that was summoned by a bunch of school children.
Ooh.
Oopsie! What are we gonna do about it?
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. The kids are calling demons.
Sorry, it's my internet.
Yep. There
Sorry,
you
wrong
go.
one.
Uh-oh.
It's one
What
of
do
my
we got
favorite.
here?
Sorry, that's just off my face. Yep.
Yes. We got the smoke demon that came to claim all of the children in the grim
Master.
tales of Rainbow Falls. Rise of the Master Fish.
What
The
school
ma-
kid hasn't summoned a demon?
I know, right? It was the big thing in the 80s.
Slime. What's the slime
Yes.
gonna do?
The slime has completely
ask.
covered the dinosaur skeleton and is roaming through the museum trying to eat some people. That character is called Slimungus.
No, really.
And there's a song.
Also, another one.
Oh yes, the docile land sharks that swallow people whole and then regurgitate them in different places, controlled by the master fish.
Look at those
in his plot
calves.
to take over Rainbow Falls. I think I've got an alternate cover somewhere.
Hmm.
Let me see.
There's
Oh,
just
there's
some
a
pretty
picture in
things in
there.
here.
Oh yes.
No.
See if I can do this here.
I really love that outfit.
It's a nice outfit.
Mhm.
And she's got a gun. Here's a picture. I don't know if you can see it on this one, but there's people inside the.
Oh, that one's in the
Is it in there?
beginning. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen it,
Yeah,
but it's
that's
not the
the.
cover. Okay.
It's the sharks walking around with people in their bellies, with their heads sticking out, so that they can see.
Where is
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out, guys.
Okay.
it? See ya.
You're gonna make like a baby and head out.
Ah.
I'm gonna
I
whack
just
away.
got here, all right? You're staying. No, I'm kidding.
Austin has driven everybody away.
I will be here more now that my September and August are pretty much not busy anymore.
Oh, were you just waiting for September to end?
I've been so busy.
Because
you
he
have
has
no
just
idea.
woken up.
He was waiting for the heat to die down.
Do you
Yeah.
remember?
A lot of us,
I don't-
a lot of us just has to be woken up when September ends. I mean.
I like that when I play Austin's theme, he shows up.
I was driving home from work and I just tuned in as you guys were talking about it. I was like, oh, cool.
That's hilarious.
Well, that time that we were talking about you.
Thank you, Warren, for being here. You have been a stalwart of the program. There it is. There it is. Hold on. We got to just look at this real quick.
Is that a hand in a shark? Wow.
Yes. The shark that swallowed the town.
Look at the faces.
Yes.
There's a. Oh, is that the back legs here?
Yes,
There?
those are the back legs of somebody being swallowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you see how weird it is? It's lovely.
There's like I think upwards of 30 illustrations in the book,
Yeah.
and
And
a guy sitting on a bathroom
so
floor
good.
missing an arm because he got shot off. So
Well, okay. Well, that's
Charles thinking this would be really hard to produce. Yes. Yes.
It's
Things
so
didn't
much
quite
fun.
work for him.
And
Things
it
didn't
all
work.
connects. It all connects.
Yes, including the migration of the Sasquatch and
yes.
the ensuing festival called Squatch
Well,
Fest.
I'm
Thank
gonna-
you, Warren. Thank you. You've been here from day one. We did the show
Thank
because
you,
of
Warren.
you. We love having you here, even if you fall asleep.
This is true. But we got more adventures, and we're gonna be starting our new bit, so I'm gonna be a part of that journey too. Hey,
That's right. We're calling it season 2 next week. So, I don't know how long we've been doing this one, but we'll call it season 2. We're going to have some new stuff going on, and it's going to have a different look, same feel, but just the same kind of weirdness. And Warren will be here for it. So,
alrighty. Well, take care, guys. I'm off to the
thank
gym.
you, sir. Thank you,
Have a-
sir.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy
You have
your
yourself
week.
a wonderful evening.
You too.
Enjoy
Bye
your
now.
lifting.
Yes.
5 to go.
He's going to the what? What was it?
5 to go.
5 to go.
We're whittling down.
We're whittling them down one at a time. So we covered Gray, we covered Kitty, we covered Charles. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Has Austin earned one yet?
Austin has got his own theme. Yes, he does. And he's got a lot happening this week too, because the election is coming up, and Austin is filling everybody's minds with all kinds of insanity.
Why?
I mean, the
right.
truth.
That's right. Come.
So tell us what's going on with you this week, Austin.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a quieter week. I believe this week it's just our normal podcast, the Hard Focus podcast, and State of the Election with myself and Bob. As we kind of gear up for Halloween, we're gonna be doing a lot of focus. I have a short film coming out on Halloween that was produced and assistant directed by myself with a little cameo. So yeah, you can check out those things on the channel. Obviously, we're coming up on the election, so things are getting serious here with me and Bob. And things are getting heated, but always in a respectful and conversational manner. So yeah, come check it out if you're into any of that type of stuff. We've had some interviews this week as well, so lots to catch up on, lots to check out.
Fantastic. I tell you what, it's really refreshing to see two guys be able to have a rational conversation where they let each other speak without listening to what they're saying.
Yeah, that was this is kind of the whole point. We I think more of that happens than people like to realize. So thought we put a spotlight on it for a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's a great deal of insight and revelation going on. So please, by all means, jump into that. And we're going to be doing something new when it comes to the new show and the new format and everything else. We are setting it up where everybody, including the chat, can be involved in the games.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be a running tally. We'll be able to see what they're doing and where everybody stacks up versus the panel and whoever participates in the audience. So
there's going to be a scoreboard situation in the near future.
Yes, at least for the individual games. So you guys won't be the only ones who are playing the Florida Man. Everybody gets to make a guess on their own, and we'll see who gets it right and who winds up at the top of the leaderboard. Ooh. And we no longer have to put it in below us. It'll be kept track automatically. So in the same vein as a Gardic phone kind of a deal. So
participation.
Trivia is going to come back. Florida Man's going to come back. What's That Sound is going to take its shape in that same way. So it'll be interesting to see how that all works out. And we're doing this.
A new streaming home, has that been announced yet? Or?
Yes, we are going to Restream.
Nice.
Restream is where we are going to go, and it's going to have a totally different look.
Very cool.
So, and we're going to have a new intro next week as well.
New show, new you. Is that what you're saying, Roselle?
Yeah, kind of. If I keep eating these potatoes, it won't be a new me. So.
Hey, that gets cut with the show too. I promise. It's all part of the package.
All part of the package.
Restream offers it, and they're $25 a month.
Under $25. What if you had a boxing match / debate might make good for entertainment?
Ooh,
a literal boxing match?
Yeah, one punch per point made.
I guess I'd like to see politicians literally beat each other. That'd be fun.
Some politicians, I think.
Waltz, you were never in China during the protest. Punch. JD, you didn't certify the election. Punch.
It'll be crazy. It'll be crazy. So, yeah.
I can't wait for it to all be over.
It's over now. It's over now.
It's just ramping up, sir.
Does it really ever end?
No.
I will share my opinion.
The surprise is just around the corner.
But not here. So, but yeah, it's all over with already.
Yeah.
So.
Rosales will share it on my podcast, which you can actually catch him on last week's episode, our special guest, where he does share his opinion.
You know, it's weird because I will share political views on Austin's stream, and then I will get completely unhinged on Jokers. So. And then
when in Rome,
I troll Kitty's comment section.
Oh my god!
Not that bad.
And scare.
Oh no. Yeah.
I scare Charles's guests.
I scare Charles.
Yes, the Green Inferno was one of my favorite comedies.
I got gifted a free membership to Charles's YouTube yesterday.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, congrats, sir.
So what do I get?
Apparently
exclusive
nothing.
Videos.
Oh, cool.
There's over 1,000 videos for you to watch, sir.
And commercials. I thought you don't get commercials, but apparently you do. So special.
Special.
Charles is giving out bozo buttons. Look for him in the mail. You don't even have to give him your address. Just look for him in the mail.
And I'm going to sell bath water.
No.
Capitalize on
It's going to sell snipe hunting kits online. It's a downloadable PDF.
What is Joker doing right that awesome? Joker does everything right compared to me.
The voice?
That is a pretty fantastic rendition.
Oh yeah. He's actually the voice in the some of the Lego animations. He's the voice of the Joker.
Oh, no sugar. That's
no sugar. Yes.
Glad you censored yourself 3 hours in.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
You know what? It's better late than never.
Yes, Charles. What the actual fuck?
Charles H.
Yes.
Anyway, Jesus H. Oh, is it time for the wave? Is it time for the wave, Charles? It is. It is time for the wave. It's time that we go. So let's wrap this up now. Say goodbye for the last time from stream and see this outro for the last time. Here we go.
In your eyes 風がそっと囁きつけて君と過ごす未来描くよどんな困難さえ乗り越えてそばにいたいから決して終わらない